Alrighty. We all good? Sent out all the stuff, I think. Yeah. Okay, you guys aren't hearing the audio, that's why. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Oh. No, what am I doing? What'd I do? No. Well, this is a great start to the stream, chat. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think I've... Oh, God. We're still in prologue, chat. Save me. This is my most recent one, right? Yeah, this is. Howdy, Xavier. Good to see you. One or another. So let's hear the... Oh, right. This is for the reporter lady, right? Yeah, and there's fast track. Okay. I think she wanted to meet us in here. Shoot, jump. Work as a delivery truck driver. We're gonna make more routes to Calvert daily. Okay, yeah, we already talked to these people, so nothing's changed here. All right, let's go talk to our favorite little reporter.
I knew you'd come crawling to me. Don't be shy now. Have a seat, like I promised. It's my treat, so get whatever you like.
Well, that's awfully kind of you. We'll have to respectfully decline the dinner. How about we stick to exchanging information?
Boo, you're no fun. Or are you trying to make a statement that you're impervious to bribes, unlike the upper echelons of the CPD?
What?
I don't see the problem with it. If you're buying, I'll be happy to go to town on some free food.
I would also accept, so long as you do not have any ulterior motives. It's probably okay. I don't see the harm in sharing a casual meal together.
I think I keep changing Ellie's voice like every 5 seconds. I really don't know what to do with her.
You too, Ellie?
Looks like you're the only one worried about Big Bad Grace's shady dinner invite, Lloyd. How are you ever going to become a pro detective if you're not willing to bend the rules once in a while?
All right, I get it already. But no alcohol. Thank you very much for the meal.
Oh boy, what a weekend.
This is delectable. The chef here is highly skilled. This food is very satisfying.
Though it's kinda hard to savor something this tasty without a good drink. Come on, Lloyd, don't be such a hard ass. One sip ain't gonna kill me, you know?
Absolutely not. You know we're still technically on duty, right? We have to keep our wits about us at all times.
Yeah, whatever. Our leader's as stubborn as a damn mule.
I believe the problem is that you are far too, I believe the problem is that you are far too loose with the rules, Randy. I'm gonna have to agree with them. Drinking on the job is highly inappropriate. Oh, you guys are so entertaining. Your personalities are wildly different, yet you fit together so perfectly. I think the four of you really make quite the team.
I hope you know that flattery isn't going to get you anything. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. We've now told you everything we know about the incident in the downtown district. I seem to recall you mentioning that you had the missing piece to the puzzle earlier. Isn't it about time you filled us in on that?
And what if I told you that I don't wanna?
I suppose we would just have to never trust you again. Further, today would be the last time we would ever speak with you.
Oh, calm down. I was just messing with you. But I gotta say, you really are cute when you bust out that serious face of yours. Maybe because it's such a charming contrast to your usual soft, friendly disposition.
Okay, guys, how about we get back to work?
Yes, that sounds fine by me. Thank you for the meal. Don't be like that. I said I was kidding, didn't I? You want your puzzle piece, right? Fine, I'll tell you, I promise. Where do I begin? Okay, first things first. Are you familiar with a group named Ravash?
Oh.
That name.
Huh? What's up with you two? Your jaws just dropped straight to the floor.
Ravash & Co., I believe there's a business in Crossbell registered under that name. Well, that's what they present themselves as. Your average law-abiding citizens. The truth of the matter is that they're actually Crossbell's Mafia. They've been controlling our dark underworld for a long time. The Mafia? So they're a criminal organization, then?
Makes sense. I've definitely heard rumors about there being a mafia in Crossbell. Guessing this news didn't come as a surprise to either of you, yeah? Yeah. It's pretty hard to be in the dark about them if you're Crossbellian.
Or Crossbellin? Interesting.
Their organization has a vast network of connections, which includes some very powerful people. Based on what I've heard, it's because of this that the police find it difficult to take any action against them.
Huh. Guess the underbelly of society's pretty much the same no matter where you go.
So what does Ravage have to do with this incident? More than you'd think. I've been hearing that Ravage's bigwigs have been very active recently, suspiciously so. It's hard to pin down exactly what they're up to, but they're definitely getting ready for something big. Noticing this, I decided to do a bit of investigating on my own on the side.
So the mafia's making a move. What could they possibly be up to?
Whatever it is, it certainly sounds ominous. I have a terrible feeling about this. So that must be what brought you to the downtown district today, correct?
What?
Bingo, my friend. One of my sources let me know about that about 2 weeks ago. There were a few number of the mafia snooping around the area.
I cannot read tonight.
But they were dressed inconspicuously, as though they were trying to conceal their identities. Doesn't that smell awfully fishy to you?
Yeah, definitely stinks. Agreed. Something feels out of place.
It's unlikely that each gang would simultaneously and independently choose to attack one another. A third party orchestrating things from the shadows, however, would explain what happened. There's still something I do not understand. Why would a criminal organization want two delinquent groups to antagonize each other?
Right, that's the million mirror question. It makes sense if they already harbored a grudge against one another.
Right. As far as I know, there haven't been any serious conflicts between them before now. Though all three of these groups might be on the violent side, the Mafia are professionals. The gangs are amateurs next to them. Since there's nothing Ravage stands to gain, I don't see a reason they'd interact with them at all.
What if one of them formed an alliance with the Mafia to off their rival group once and for all? If that's what's going on, then it'd mean the attack on themselves was staged to throw off suspicion.
I'm a bit doubtful they'd go quite that far.
Yeah, I did get the impression that Walsey and Wald were on bad terms with each other. If anything, I felt like they had a sort out of mutual respect for one another.
Oh, that was quite the astute observation, Lloyd. Color me impressed. You're right. As far as I'm aware, Wald and Wazzy view each other as good sparring partners. Originally, Wald's Saber Vipers were the only gang in the downtown district. However, that all changed 2 years ago. Wazzy showed up out of nowhere and established the Testaments. And we all know how Wald is, so he obviously went to put Wazzy in his place, but,
Wazzy took him down?
2 for 2. Wow, you're good. Despite his charming looks and small frame, Wazzy's a skilled martial artist. I'd heard he managed to take Wald by surprise with his lightning-quick moves and pinned him to the ground. Wow. I was not expecting that.
Dang, that cute little kid's really that strong? Guess you can't judge a book by its cover. No kidding. I know from experience that Wald is no pushover either.
He might have underestimated Wazzy that first time, but they fought a number of times since then and are basically evenly matched. And I think they respect each other precisely because of that history they share. I see. So they're not just rivals, they see each other as equals.
Suppose that rules out any likelihood that either of them formed an alliance with the Mafia to crush each other. Right. And their respective gangs are so loyal, I doubt this could have been a few subordinates acting out of line. This can really only mean one thing.
I may have divulged a little more information than I should have.
Huh? How do you mean?
Well, I've got some interviews to take care of, so I'll be off now. Kick some butt with your investigation. I'll be eagerly awaiting good scoop once you're done. Toodles!
I don't know, I think I have the most fun voicing her.
She certainly has her own unique way of doing things, doesn't she? But it's thanks to her that we were able to get some valuable information.
Yeah, knowing that the Mafia is likely involved with this mess is a huge leap forward in our investigation. Now the real question is, why did the Mafia get involved with this? It's gonna be a tough one to figure out with the limited evidence we have right now.
I do not recall seeing any relevant information in the police database either. Assuming it is there somewhere, it's likely locked behind multiple levels of authorization.
So basically, it's classified, huh?
This seems likely considering all the people the Mafia has in their pocket.
Alright, let's head back to the SSS and see what Chief Sergey has to say about everything. As much as I'd love for us to solve the case, the situation is starting to become larger than what we can handle.
You're right.
Yeah, let's head back. Hopefully the old man will actually be there this time.
Well, 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 the Mafia.
Wherever you buy an orbital truck, the government will subsidize your purchase. Thanks to that, every company is able to get their hands on one now.
I have no idea what everyone's voices were last time I was doing this, so oh well. Uh-huh.
So, how was your food? It's great stuff, right? Daddy's such a good cook.
Uh-huh. Oh. I'm gonna put this on fast forward. Yeah, I better put this on fast forward so I can actually keep up.
So on that note, the CEO is obviously going to be the one, the only, the amazingly talented yours truly. Hey, Ruse, are you even listening? The lady sitting behind us earlier was pretty cool, wasn't she? Hey, Ruse, are you even listening? Oh yeah, whatever you're saying.
Those brats from the downtown district pissed me off. They fought right in the middle of my humble little shop before. I obviously threw their asses to the curb.
Okay.
Don't stop problems in my establishment, or I won't let you off so easy next time.
Oh, we're on the edge of town and there's delinquents all around. Basically, those guys like to come and mess up the place real good. Those tracksuit wearing jackasses come here every couple of days. They're so annoying to deal with.
Oh.
Those guys are pretty infamous around these parts. Anyway, just stay from those alley punks and you'll be fine.
Okay. I need to buy shit. But I don't have money. Buy this and we'll come back for the rest. See, Cure Seal such mute. That's really gonna be good if we ever go against that. I will go this way.
A lot more of those delivery trucks have been combing through our here lately. Thanks to that, it's been much easier to stock up on inventory. Come on now, don't be shy. This one's caught just this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 8 carrots, 12 onions, 15 salmon. And then after that, wait, what else do I need to buy? I sometimes forget what I'm thinking about when I walk around the marketplace. What was I supposed to buy again?
I have no idea what's happening. What's the general plot so far? Okay, Xavier. The general idea is that you are Lloyd Bannings. You are from this town of Cross... Well, okay, it's called we call it a town, but it's basically this giant city-state of Crossbell. It's currently caught in a sort of diplomatic quagmire where it's settled between the Calvard Republic and the Erebonian Empire, and both basically lay claim of basically control over it, right? Hegemony. It's sort of become this sort of incident where the two countries kind of acknowledge that they both neither really controls Crossbell, but they both claim they do, and both are trying to vie so they can basically just annex it. And Crossbell's kind of stuck in the middle, trying to stay independent, right? As a result of that, it has a huge cross-culture and things going on. And you, this one Crossbellin, as they're apparently called, Lloyd Bannings, come back from your police academy training to take over this brand new special support section. This SSS is basically set up so that way they could fulfill the role of the Bracer Guild, as you can see right here, with their famous gauntlet in front of shield emblem. The Bracer Guild are basically the Adventurer Guild in the Trails universe. They go around helping people for cash and stuff. Doing basically whatever odd job that the people of the community request of them. And the police of the Crossbell are basically too corrupt or incompetent to do anything compared to the Bracer Guild, so we're sort of set up to kind of be more like Bracers. We go out, we take missions like that, and try to restore public's faith in the police department. And right now we're caught into this whole gang warfare thing. This entire, the slums, basically, part of town's about to erupt into total mob violence. and we're trying to prevent that, but now we're learning the Mafia is basically involved and might be orchestrating behind the scenes to make all these gangs fight. We don't know why, though, and that's sort of the plot so far. Yeah, I haven't really gotten that far in the game because, again, I like to take my time talking to everybody, seeing what the NPCs have to say, get a feel of the culture here.
That journalist lady with the Crossbell Times came through these parts a minute ago. She's a real hard-working lass. I see her around here fairly often, actually.
See,
I see that reporter come around here fairly often. Lately I've noticed her trying to flag down some braces for interviews.
oh, that's good to know. So, the thing with Trails that makes it so special is that the, besides, like, it being, like, turn-based or whatever, right? But, like, there's a plenty of turn-based combat JRPGs. This game, what makes this game really special is that it has a very living, breathing world where NPCs will change positions, dialogue, after, like, every major story plot progression. So, like, I just had that cutscene with the reporter, and now all these NPCs, everywhere in this entire city-state that I can explore, now have new things to say and are doing new things or whatever. So you can just go around and kind of be the fly on the wall, listening to their lives and kind of building a real character to the place. And I just love that type of stuff, so... Basically, imagine if, I guess Dark Souls item descriptions were attached to people. Okay, got it. Yeah, no problem, Xavier.
Those gangs from the downtown district are stirring up trouble once again. Those hoodlums never change, do they? Can't the CPD do something about them?
Ma'am, I'm sorry, we apparently can't. Yay. Where's the guy and his brother? Okay, there's the guy.
I have way too much free time on my hands. I don't like being told what to do by adults, but it's pretty boring just sitting by yourself with nothing to do.
Uh-huh.
La 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 la. That wet building is the Boisa Guild. The Boisas are super nice and say hi to me all the time.
Very nice, Mei-Ling.
Those hooligans in the downtown district sure love to come up here and cause a huge ruckus, and drive off all my customers in the process! I just put up some rather unique items too. Ugh, they're really pissing me off.
Uh-huh.
I end up losing customers whenever they pull that crap. It really pisses me off.
There's no shopping dins when he sets his mind. Oh, sorry. There's no stopping dins when he sets his mind on accomplishing a goal. Not only that, but he can, for better or worse, be pretty naive. I don't think he's ever been suspicious of someone's motives. So imagine my shock when he told me he wanted to start his own business.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess the customers like that about him, so maybe I should stop worrying so much.
Welcome, friends! You can count on us to sell you freshly harvested vegetables at a great price. Don't miss your chance to get some great veggies. Farm grown with love, we offer our vegetables at great value prices all the time. Don't just stand there, people. Buy everything you can.
Let's see. Where's the couple? Yeah, this is the couple we saw on the train at the beginning of the game. Well, I saw on the train. I didn't start the Let's Play till after I did this cutscene. Whoopsie.
I'm sure you're aware how hectic and noisy the streets can get around these parts. Once you get used to all the racket, though, you start to feel a little lonely whenever it quiets down. Isn't it a funny thing? Isn't it a funny thing? Whenever it quiets down outside, I start to feel just a bit lonely.
I have arrangements to meet with an old friend of mine today. We go back a ways, he and I. Even now, after we both retired, the two of us are still very close. Ho ho ho! The bonds between East Street merchants run deep, you see.
Oh. Oh.
I've arrangements to meet with an old friend of mine today. I think it's about time I start preparing.
Interesting. I wonder if it's the old guy I see wandering outside his house. Alright. Now for the pawn shop. Oh no, it's the Fisherman Guild, right? Let us see. What does you gotta say? Our branch of the Fisherman Guild is for all of Crossbell's fishing enthusiasts. You're looking at one of them right now. Member number 3, Copan, rank Master Fisher. I'm also a member, but I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of group activities. Pretty lame of me, right? Oh, is that so? Is it because it's a cult? I'll never forget you. You can try to hide it from me, but I know what you're at, Guild. You're secretly a cult! A cult, I say!
Come back to the Fisherman's Guild whenever you got the chance. We'd be glad to welcome you.
Oh. Yes, I get you. There we go. You.
The Fisherman's Guild is always trying to reel in new recruits. Any interest, kid? You want to be our comrade in rods? We welcome people of all experience levels to come and join our ranks. Sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of working. There's no way I'd have time for this. The Fisherman's Guild is always trying to reel in new recruits. If you think about what we're baiting you, then maybe you should join and see for yourself.
This man really loves his fish puns. Ooh, what's Bracer Guild gotta say? Are you gonna demean me now?
Excuse me, Michelle. We came back like you asked us to. So, what do you want to show us?
Well, there you are. How cute of you to come running like a group of puppies when I call for you.
If I recall correctly, you mentioned you had some kind of plan to measure our competency, right?
You sure did recall correctly. If you're feeling up to the challenge, what do you say to taking a little test?
Huh?
What kind of test is it exactly?
Oh, it's nothing too complicated. We'll pick out 10 questions at random for our test bank we use in the written portion of the Bracer exam. That way, I'll be able to know if you're at least as knowledgeable as a junior Bracer if you manage to get all 10 of them right. However, if you were to fail...
There'll be no place for us to operate in Crossbell, where some of the continent's greatest bracers have gathered. Am I correct?
Man, talk about the putting on the pressure. So we missed one question and we're gonna be labeled a bunch of dumbasses? That's kind of a raw deal.
Oh, pshaw! Not at all! I'm not doing this to put you guys down. You could fool me. Hey, Vens, good to see ya. That's just not my style. So here's a tip for you. You can study the stuff that's gonna be on the exam over at the public library in the administrative district. Remember, I'm giving you this test to see if you'll actually be worth your salt when it comes to helping the citizens of Crossbell. So, are you guys up for the challenge? Sure.
Sure, we'll give it a shot.
Now that's what I'm talking about, baby!
Yo, Lloyd, you sure about this? Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, honestly. We have to take similar exams back at the academy. And besides, it's almost like running away if I back out of it now. It wouldn't feel right.
I understand what you mean, and I agree. Likewise.
Guess there's nothing more to say then. Let's do this!
I like that feisty attitude. By the way, Lloyd, I get the impression that you're the leader of the group in a way. Want to take a crack at answering the questions on behalf of everyone else?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, I love that look in your eyes. It's giving me the willies. Okay, boys and girls, let's get this party started. Quest, Michelle's test started. Wait, I'm doing the test? I thought I could train at the library first. And now the first question. This one will be a cute freebie to get you warmed up. As we all know, the Orbital Revolution brought forth the technological advancements of orbits to our continent. The question is, how many years ago did it occur? Approximately 50 years. Damn it. Damn it. Is this just gonna be a general, do you know the lore of trails? If so, oh god, I don't need to go to the library. I think I might know this. Thanks again for the object translations, Loki. No problem, Vince. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm really great to see the video you put out for it. I'm gonna be retweeting that shit. Actually, I already retweeted it. I put it on the Discord, too, so... Anyway, I'm gonna be, like, posting it wherever I can. Hey, if you're watching the VOD right now, go watch Venz's, vid on The Maiden in Black getting stabbed! We have a murder mystery afoot! Anyway, 50 years.
I'm pretty sure it happened about 50 years ago, right?
Bingo! Right you are, my friend! Don't let it get to your head, though. That one was just a freebie. But really, it's crazy to think about how much orbital technology has advanced in the last few decades. Back when I was a little kid, I would have never imagined riding in something as fancy as an orbital car. Seemed like something straight out of some fairy tale.
Phew, that's one hurdle down.
Anyway, on to the next question. Question numero dos. I think that's how you pronounce it. The driving force behind the orbital revolution was all thanks to one man's prototype orbment. This one's another gimme, but who's the creator of said orbment? Professor G. Schmidt, A. Russell, or C. Epstein. Yeah, it's Epstein. The rest are apprentices.
I know this one. It's Professor C. Epstein.
Huzzah! You got that right answer. Did you guys know that people were skeptical of his invention at first? They probably just didn't see what the big deal was. But once people began to realize just how gosh darn useful they are, they quickly became an integral part of our daily lives.
The Epstein Foundation has made great efforts toward the research and adoption of orbital technology. That much is common knowledge. The orbital staff I use for combat also falls under the Foundation's research efforts.
Oh yeah, Tio totally mentioned that she's employed by the Epstein Foundation. That was a close call. She probably would have given me quite a glare if I screwed that one up.
Damn it! Go back! Go back! I want to time travel and see the alternate timeline. Smiley face. Well, no problem, then. It's great working with you all the time. Enough chit-chat. Next question. We all know that quartz are the key component to any orbital device, right? And to synthesize quartz, you need sepith.
And when I talk about Sepith, what specific form of Sepith am I referring to?
Process septium, septium fragments. Ah! Oh god, I might not know this. I want to say septium crystals, because I don't think there's such a thing as process septium. Because I think it's septium crystals.
Septium crystals?
It's crystal clear that you're wrong! The correct answer is septium fragments. Oh, really? Is that so? The septium fragments are refined into quartz, which we then use in our orbital devices. I would figure it'd be septium crystals, but I guess not. Monsters are inherently attracted to septium, so they often end up munching on sepith. Defeating critters is an easy way to obtain sepith, so keep that info in your back pocket.
Whoops, probably shouldn't have missed that one.
It's time to prepare for question 4! Our good friend, the Erebonian Empire, lies to the west. Its important, overwhelming existence can be felt by all of us Crossbellans. I imagine you've probably seen their emblem before. Can you recall what the symbol of Erebonia is? The White Falcon's liberal. The supporting gauntlet is the Bracer Guild. The Golden Stallion.
I believe it's the Golden Stallion, right?
Nay, is what I'd say if you were wrong, but you're right. I hate quizzes, no problem, John. We all gotta have tests sometime, I guess. It's no secret that the pride of the Erebonian Empire lies in its unmatched military might. The Golden Stallion is a symbol of that power of theirs, and thus is on the country's emblem. There was once an order of knights in the Empire known as the Eisenritter. They were known for employing cavalry, so that may be why the Empire adopted the Golden Stallion as its emblem.
Nice. Managed to get that one right somehow.
Now for question 5. We're almost halfway through this little quiz, so hang in there. A nation known as the Calvard Republic sits directly to the east of Crossbell, opposite the Erebonian Empire. It's no exaggerating to say that Crossbell's entire history revolves around the long-term struggle for power between Erebonia and Calvard. Now, your question is this. What is the name of the primary manufacturer of orbital and heavy weaponry for the Republic? The Vern Company, the Reinford Company, that's Erebonia, the Zeiss Central Factory, that's Liberal, so Vern.
Oh, this one's easy. It's the Vern Company.
Vern, baby, Vern! That's exactly right! That's a funny... Localization had fun with that one. I would assume not crystals, because it would be weird to use crystals to make crystals, i.e. quartz. That might be the case. I have to look at the Japanese again, though, for the crystal term to see exactly, but you might be right there. Because I'm probably thinking that crystals are like unrefined septium. Process septium is probably doesn't exist, and then septium fragments are what you take when you get the sepith. That's probably what I'm remembering. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's move on. Calvert's Vern Company and Erebonia's Reinford Company are famous as the continent's 2 largest manufacturers of orbital weaponry. However, it's not fair to only discuss their weapons development. They're also responsible for making vehicles, appliances, and plenty of other nifty items.
Phew, another question down. The lead-in for that one threw me off a little, so I'm glad I got it right.
Looks like we've made it a little past the halfway point now.
You're giving a valiant effort.
Nice job, fearless leader of ours. You keep this up, I'm sure you'll have no problem plowing through the rest of it.
You're doing great, Lloyd. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Come on, guys. I don't think I've really been that impressive. It's all pretty common knowledge so far.
And yet I got one of them wrong.
Well, regardless of how well you're doing,
you still got 5 questions left, buckaroo. I think you've had enough time to warm up, so it's time I up the ante. I hope you're ready. Shall we begin? It's time for the 6th question. A catastrophic event known as the Great Collapse befell our continent a long time ago. The disaster resulted in the complete loss of civilization and fractured people into different fractions that waged war on one another for many centuries to follow. This period, now known as the Dark Ages, was eventually ended by one such faction that rose triumphant. They organized themselves to bring about order and justice to Zemuria, allowing for the rebuilding of society to begin. You probably know who I'm talking about, right? The Septian Church, the Bracer Guild, the Fisherman's Guild. Pretty sure it's the Septian Church.
It was the Septian Church, wasn't it?
It sure was! Good job paying attention in Sunday school! Around year 500 of the Septian calendar, the Septian Church emerged to spread the teachings of the sky goddess Adios. Their intent was to provide aid to those in need. The church's influence grew powerful enough to establish themselves across Zemuria, so the nobles and knights who ruled during the Dark Ages could no longer ignore them.
The effects of Adios and her teachings can still be felt all across the continent to this day, as they are deeply rooted in our society. Okay, good work on that one, Lloyd. Anyway, on to lucky number 7. The headquarters of the Septium Church is located in a city-state known as the Holy City of Arteria. The Holy City of Arteria is made up of various administrative organizations that handle specific tasks, giving it a state-like structure. Among those organizations is one that handles the church's ceremonial rituals. Do you happen to know which organization I'm referring to? The Papal Guard, no. Congregation for Divine Worship, Congregation for the Sacraments. Handles ceremonial rituals. It has to be for divine worship, because I think Congregation for the Sacraments... Oh, but Congregation for the Sacraments would make more sense. This is a hard one. I want to say divine worship, but the sacraments makes more sense. But divine worship could work with ceremonial rituals. The problem is, I know the Congregation of Sacraments and what they do, but I'm not sure if I would describe what they do as involving ceremonial rituals. So I'm going to assume it's divine worship. Can't wait to be shown I'm wrong. Is it the Congregation for Divine Worship? Bingo! Good job! That was one tough cookie! Most priests found within the chapels and cathedrals across the continent are part of this branch of the church. Yeah, I got it right. There's actually a cathedral located outside the northern exit of the city that I offer the occasional prayer at. Wait, did I go to the cathedral at any point? I don't think I did. The archbishop in charge there is also from the Congregation for Divine Worship. Phew, that was really tough. Yeah, that was. Can you feel the burn? We're almost there. On to the 8th question. As we all know, the Bracer Guild has branches all across the continent, but what I really want to know is, just where in Samaria is its main headquarters located? Crossbell State, Lehman State, Orid State. Lehman State, I'm pretty sure. It's Lehman State. It's in Lehman State, obviously. You're Lehman! 'Cause right you are! Our headquarters can be found in Lehman State, alongside our biggest investors, the Epstein Foundation. In the event of a serious conflict, HQ can issue a direct order for all bracers to mobilize. Huh, I see. Time for the 9th question. You ever heard of that infamous thief that lives in Erebonia? He's a bit of a strange one. Oh no. He steals precious works of art and then sends out calling cards with riddles on how to retrieve them. Also, his identity is hidden behind a mask. Apparently, people laud him as some kind of a hero. Sounds a bit silly if you ask me, though. Anyway, I got a little off track there. Do you know what name this bad boy likes to go by? Phantom Thief A, Phantom Thief B, Phantom Thief C, Phantom Thief B. I've actually heard of him before. Wasn't his name Phantom Thief B? Unbelievable! You got it right! Looks like you've done your foreign affairs homework. His infamy transcends the confines of Erebonia, as people across the continent have heard of his misdeeds. Nothing is safe from his grasp either. He's stolen anything ranging from rare paintings and museums to a whole freaking tank! Rumor has it that he was recently running amok in Liberl. Who knows? Maybe you'll run into him sooner than you think. Oh, that's... that's funny that he says that. Of course the Bracer Guild guy would know. Yeah, I've definitely heard rumors. I'd like to avoid him if possible, though. It's time for the 10th and final question. Erebonia and Calvert have been at each other's throats over the rightful ownership of Crossbell State for a while now. They've waged a war against each other time and time again, causing grief and bloodshed for many innocent civilians. The situation became so severe that it was brought to the attention of Liberal's Queen Alicia. She proposed a treaty to end the conflict between the two nations. The treaty was signed 2 years ago by 3 nations, Liberal, Erebonia, and Calvert. If you're truly cross-Bellin, then the answer to this question should be a no-brainer, right? The Non-Interference Pact, the Non-Aggression Pact, the Non-Hindrance is the Non-Aggression Pact, I'm pretty sure. You're referring to the Non-Aggression Pact. And non-aggressive it was! That one should have been a gimme! The treaty was drafted with the intention of diffusing conflicts between any of the 3 nations via diplomacy, as opposed to war. Prior to the signing of the treaty, tensions were at an all-time high in Crossbell State. I'll spare you most of the details, but both nations' armored divisions thought it appropriate to hold simultaneous military exercises at our borders. One single misstep could have been catastrophic consequences. I'm sure it would have triggered a full-scale war between the 2 of them. And so, Queen Alicia proposed this treaty as a means of preventing that from happening. We should all be extremely grateful to Liberl. They really saved our behinds. No way was I gonna get that one wrong. Aw, it's finally over! I was having so much fun! Good job getting through that. Oh, thank Adios, it's finally over. Why don't we take a look at your score, then? Cool. Looks like you managed to pull off a half-decent score, at least. Honestly, I was really hoping that you'd answer them all correctly, though. I missed one! But even so, this is a passing mark. Yeah, I think I still have a few gaps in my knowledge for certain topics.
Still, wasn't half bad job, yeah?
Agreed. Good job, Lloyd. We can use this as an opportunity to strive towards filling in the gaps in our knowledge. Good luck. Thanks, everybody. This concludes our little quiz. Now that now that that's done, you guys better bust your humps and work hard so us bracers can catch a breather every once in a while. Yes, sir. We'll do everything we can.
Quest, Michelle's task completed. Nice. I think it was a secret quest.
Good job with the test, you guys. I think I got a decent idea of your competency for that. For an examination that simple. It's precisely because of its simplicity, little girl. Well, keep it at it, you guys. It'd be nice if you eventually grew into the kind of team who will at least be good enough to not get in our way. Well, keep at it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we go. There's a large number of requests posted for bracers.
These requests really run the gambit. Odd jobs, weird jobs, even some surprisingly big jobs, too.
I can't say I'm surprised. The bracers here are really dependable, after all.
Uh-huh. No one's here? Oh, we do have some people. Oh, my. Bracerland. Huh.
Oh, I think I know you guys. Ah, you're so cute! I beg your pardon, are you referring to me? Well, obviously! That refined and mature aura, contrasted with those large childlike eyes and your adorably delicate features.
Who is this, Annalise?
It's all too cute! I can't take it! Please, can I take her home, Lynn? Pretty please! Oh, Leo, you do realize that whenever you flip out at seeing a cute kid, it sends them running, right? We just got back from a job, so I think you should dial it back a bit, okay?
Hey, forget about her. You can take me home any day of the week, baby.
No way in hell!
Damn, that was so fast. I think I got whiplash.
It, certainly was unexpected to see the contrast between your graceful appearance and, colorful personality.
Are you two affiliated with the guild?
Indeed, and might you all be with the special support section?
So you've heard of us? Yeah,
Michelle's gave us the heads up already.
can't say you gave a good first impression. It's pretty pathetic to have to go get saved by Arios on your first mission.
Guess we still can't rely on the police quite yet. You rookies have a long road ahead of you.
Well, whatever. Just keep on doing a good-for-nothing job, you good-for-nothings. They're awfully rude, aren't they? Well, keep that in mind.
Well, I just got back from a job, so I'll leave it at that for now. But you don't worry, Tio. I'll be back for more hugs next time, okay?
I don't remember sharing her name.
Status confirmed. She's a formidable enemy.
I think I'm gonna like them.
Well, maybe I've said too much. Anyway, you guys probably have some work you gotta go do, yeah? Better go get your nails to the grindstone then. Well, maybe I've said...
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. That's their phone. Nothing up here. Wonder where the other bracers are. Your anime girl voice is good. Is that so? Thanks, John. I'm glad to hear that. I'm just like, okay, what sounds really cutesy and annoying? Let's go back here, actually. Yeah, let's just do so.
Huh? I thought you were gonna have their whole big showdown today. The heck happened to them? Those fellows never let up, do they? They out fighting someone again? Oh, I give up already. I just want to play. Those boys in the tracksuits pass through here often. These old ears of mine couldn't make out what all the fuss was about, but I'm just glad everyone's enjoying themselves.
Oh yeah, enjoying yourselves. Alright, back to the Lotus Heights.
I used to be a well-renowned trader, so don't let me in with the rest of the crazies living here. Damn it, how could someone like myself be stuck living downtown?
I see.
Will those goons ever get tired of fighting? It'd be fantastic if they did. I'd finally get the peace and quiet needed to study for this damn exam. Oh, it'd be fantastic if they did.
Oh yeah.
From the jobless to the penliness, we see all sorts. You also find a fair share of drifters from other countries who ended up here. But as long as you live here, you're a kindred spirit. After all, those of us at the bottom have got to help each other out to survive. Everyone has their own circumstances for living here. The downtown district doesn't turn anyone away, though that means we end up with some scuffles and rough customers here and there.
Is that so? God, the bouncy doors. I just love that sound. Boom. Door's locked.
It's all thanks to my husband's hard work that I can cook warm meals for my family. I'm grateful for everything he does. Hold your horses, dear. The stew's just about done. I'll have you know. That smells good. Doesn't that smell great? It's making me hungry. I want Daddy to eat with us. I hope he comes home soon. That smells good.
Okay. Yeah, that's the other... Oh, right, the drunk guy.
Man, give me nothing to drink. Cookie got done in by the Testaments. He's stuck on his neck for me all the time. I'm about to go visit someone at the hospital. Don't even think about trying to stop me, okay? I'll kick your ass if you do.
Yeah, okay, kid, sure. Uh-huh. What are you doing here, kid?
I think a fight broke out around here a few days ago. I saw a bunch of broken glasses and blood splatters. My chest tightened up just looking at it.
Oh?
The heck were they fighting about anyway?
Oh, are you a witness, kid? Will I have to come back for you? I still want that damn chest. How dare the game mock me, putting the chest right there. This guy's factory isn't open still.
Living downtown isn't nearly as bad as you think. Lots of spare parts lying around waiting to be rediscovered. Right, think it's about time I see what I can dig up today. Come by again if you ever need something from me, yeah? I'm out of spare parts for the day, but I'm still keeping the place open in case anyone comes by and need a repair job.
Good to know. Oh, we can just walk in here?
I told the members to wait for my orders before they try anything. We'll postpone our actions for the day at the very least.
Really? Thanks.
Oh, don't get the wrong idea. I'm hardly doing this for your sake. We're just conserving our stamina while we can, so that we may bathe in the blood of those filthy vipers.
Dude might be pretty on the outside, but damn, his personality's hideous.
I told the members to wait for my orders before they try anything. We'll postpone our actions for the day at the very least. Heh, I'd hurry up with that investigation of yours if I were you.
Now that's come to this, I regret not reading my old man's medical textbooks.
Medical textbooks?
Oh, what the? Oh, it's just you guys again. You got a problem with that? Everybody has a secret or two. We dragged Hazel back here after he was assaulted to administer some emergency medical care, but he didn't regain consciousness. We ended up calling an ambulance and had to wait until dawn before we could shuttle him off. I may despise my old man, but I really regret not having him teach me some basic first aid techniques. So that's what happened. You guys must be worried sick. Yeah, strangely enough, the ambulance didn't depart for the hospital immediately after picking up Hazel.
Oh? How come?
Apparently some other person downtown got injured and sent to the hospital. Huh, it was some stinking saber viper. One of his comrades told us he got hurt. The ambulance ended up taking both injured victims to the hospital at the same time. So, members of both your groups were assaulted on the same night. Interesting. Talk about some convenient timing, eh? Convenient? The time was horrible! Do you think we want to share an ambulance with some viper? Lost my cool there for a second. Hazel being hospitalized has me worried. My old man works there, so maybe I'll use him as an excuse to go visit Hazel tomorrow. Hazel being hospitalized has me worried. My old man works there, so maybe I'll use him as an excuse to go visit Hazel tomorrow.
Oh, interesting. We got some nice little dialogue there.
Damn those saber vipers! They've been holding a grudge against us ever since they lost the last fight. Shameful cowards! There's no doubt that they're the culprits. Damn those saber vipers!
They've been... Oh, yeah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay.
I wonder how Hazel's doing. I hope he's regained consciousness by now. I wonder how Hazel...
Yeah.
Please notify Wazzy of any new information you may have stumbled upon. There's no need to speak with us.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Can I go in here then? Yay!
Huh? Didn't we fight you guys earlier? Oh yeah, totally. You guys kicked our asses. Huh? You better mark my words, because I'll be sure to kick your asses twice as hard. Eventually. Is he attempting to fight us yet again? His physical capabilities far surpass his mental capacity.
These are the kinds of guys to forget stuff within 3 minutes. Trust me.
Oh, you know these types, huh, Randy?
Those rotted blue bastards! Prepare yourselves while you still can! You'll wish you never laid your filthy hands on Koki!
Uh-huh.
I'm so damn mad. I knew we should have taken him out while we had the chance. Back when we were loading Koki into the ambulance, ran into a bunch of the blue bastards. They were crying about how one of their guys was knocked out too, so the ambulance took him along with Koki.
Oh, right. I guess the guy from the Testaments rode in the same ambulance as your friend.
Oh, that's so cool. We're getting the actual, like, memory from Lloyd on this.
But in that case, wouldn't you have known that the Testaments got hurt too? They even claimed that his wounds were the result of your signature nail bats. Ha! It's pretty obviously one of their dirty tricks. They ain't afraid of getting down and dirty. Those brainiacs are always trying to make us look bad. Son of a bitch! I know we decided to retreat. We should have really beat the hell out of them right then and there. Damn those blue bastards messing with us like that. Look at what they did to my boy. I'm freaking pissed we didn't beat M when we had the chance.
I am going to die doing the voice for these stupid thugs. Too much gravel.
Hey, yeah! 100 times over, 100 times again. Time to return the favor, you dig? Hey, yeah!
Uh-huh.
Those hooded freaks were hanging around our turf again, were they? I'll pay each and every one of those Testaments for what they did. Don't even think about getting in my way either, or I'll crush you.
Uh-huh. Good to know, guys. I think we did everything here. We can get out of this section of town. This is going to be the rest of the stream, by the way, guys. So strap yourselves in. Ooh. Oh. Okay, yeah, we know this. Hey, lady. Let's see. How do I do you?
I'm considering renting an apartment with a friend. They're all so expensive, though. Seems like it'll still be a while before I can escape my parents' house.
Are you supposed to be a young lady? Oops, sorry.
Apparently, rent isn't getting any lower due to Crossbell's flourishing economy. I thought I could afford it by splitting the rent, but I guess not.
Do you want a balloon? Oh, no? They're not just for festivals. I make my living by handing out these babies. Crossbellans love a lively, festive atmosphere, after all. Is that so? Oh, wait, oh. The people, yeah, look. Come on, come on! Take as many as you'd like. Back to here. How's our friend doing?
Apparently our manager used to be a famous designer. I'll admit, he has some pretty good artistic sense, but that personality of his really leaves something to be desired. Our store's interior was all designed by our manager, actually, but I'm sure it's easy enough to figure out at a glance, huh? Dad's back to spying on my at work again. He always treats me like a little kid. It's going to be embarrassing, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many fashionable products to choose from these days. So this was made by ZCF? Huh, I've never heard of that manufacturer. I wonder where they're from.
Liberal. They're from Liberal.
Let's see, is Taco doing okay in there? I always get so worried I'd up stopping by to sneak a peek.
Just check on your daughter, huh?
Just to be clear, this isn't stalking, not in the slightest. Old-fashioned displays, ugly-looking appliances. In this era, even a mere workshop must strive to be beautiful. Gentin was designed with cleanliness and beauty as its selling points. Mark my words, we'll swiftly approach the era of aesthetics. Functionality is not enough. If a thing isn't beautiful too, it may as well not exist.
Uh-huh. These two.
Hey, check it out! These police officers back behind Ario's look totally awkward. What are they, his sidekicks?
Uh-huh. I see.
Ski! Lena Lee! Did you see that photo on the front page of the Crossbell Times? Arios is so hot, and he's like the coolest bracer ever. The entire city loves him, but not as much as I do, of course.
Oh my god. I am going to hate these two.
Crossbell has been home to a nasty group called Ravash and Company. A mafia, that's what they really are. Unfortunately, their influence is much stronger than the CPD's. Getting involved with them can mean your death. Now, if the cops can keep Ravesh in check, I would provoke them if I were you. I'm from the Urban Development Division. One part of my job consists of surveying a given day's traffic volume. But since I have the day off, I'm spending my free time with my little girl.
Oh, that's sweet.
Vroom, vroom! There's so many cars out. This is the best spot in all of Crossbell to look at cars.
Uh-huh. Cute kid. Hello, Mr. Restaurant Man.
Sweet idiots, there's no trace of that woman anywhere. We'll never be able to finish this article on time without her.
Oh, I see.
Grace, what are we gonna do about the article? Please, you gotta help me.
Poor man.
Phew, I'm stuffed. Can't come up with a single complaint about that meal. Next time I come to Crossbell, I'll have to drag my friends along too.
Nice. Hey, maid, get back here.
Welcome. Phew, lunch is always when we're our busiest, but come on, I can do this.
Uh-huh.
I always make sure to take my family out to eat at least once a week. That's partly because I start to worry about my mother when I haven't seen her in a while.
Uh-huh.
I don't like the fact that my mother-in-law is living by herself. Isn't that dangerous? Just because, please be careful. If anything happens, I'll come running. Apologies, dearie. I was a bit late out the door. Now then, I think I'll order something if you don't mind. Ah, how lovely. The Crossbell Times sure loves to plaster the bracers all over the front cover. I know they're a popular subject, but couldn't they focus a bit more on criticizing our diet? Seems like a bit more relevant in my eyes. I think that the Crossbell Times should focus less on bracers and more on the issues that directly affect us, aka the diet. Well, what do I know about journalism? It's just more intriguing to me personally.
Our patron on the second floor made a reservation for his business meeting. All of our upstairs seating is set aside for reservations only. We welcome you to make one yourself whenever you'd like.
Uh-huh. Okay. I don't think I went back here last time either. Did I miss somebody? Oh, I missed the chef, maybe. 2 chefs.
Cooking is a process that requires vigor, sincerity, and pure love for your craft. No matter how busy you get, you've got to keep a cool head, or it hauls downhill. It's about time I teach Celteo what it means to think like a chef.
Gah, I hate lunchtime. Is it even possible to get busier than this? Only thing that could make this hell better is if all the customers were girls. Gah, I hate lunchtime.
My man. He's like, I just want to serve pretty ladies. Is that so much to ask? Why's it gotta be dudes?
Well, since I'm here, I might as well give the menu a taste test. Yes, I better give it a rigorous check to be doubly sure everything is just right.
Uh-huh. I think the man just wants some food. Let's get out of here. This is the Crossbell Times. Oh, this is for information. No, this is in Crossbell Times. Yeah, this is the mall thing, right? Yeah, the department store.
Thank you for shopping at Times Department Store today. Please don't hesitate to tell us your opinions or any requests regarding your service.
Our service, sorry.
Cynthia's here is the face of the Times Department Store. The girls around town all admire her for her beauty and feminine charms.
Uh-huh. She's the face, huh?
Welcome to the Times Department Store, home to the highest quality and greatest variety of foodstuffs in all of Crossbell. We got delicious food from all over the continent: Liberl, Remiferia, the Empire, and the Republic. We've even got spices from Orange State. I'm still working on expanding the range of products I could sell. I actually used to be a trader back in the day. I always catch myself being giddy over importing new ingredients.
Uh-huh. Thank God I have 4 glasses of water for today's stream chat. I was like, I'm probably gonna need this.
I'm sure you're aware, but we completely remodeled the store last year. The aesthetic of this area has rapidly changed the last few years, so we try to match it. We hope that the remodeling encourages our customers' continued patronage.
Hey, did you know the Crossbell Times building used to be in Central Square? The origin of this department store's name, Times, is actually based on how Central Square was once Times Square. Oh, that's interesting lore. The origin of this department, yeah, Times, blah, blah, blah.
I can only imagine how influential the location was.
Oh, I wonder what Keen's doing over there.
She wastes her time looking through every cranny of every store, even though she knows she's not gonna buy anything. To be honest, it's pretty embarrassing.
This kid is my spirit animal. Mothers going through stores. They're not gonna buy anything, but they make sure that they gotta be there for hours and hours on end to check every little thing. Or can I adopt him?
There are many brands from around the world that have gathered here in Crossbell. I hope you all take your time to look around.
Is that so?
I used to run an art museum in the Empire before I moved here. However, I got tired of appeasing only the wealthy, so I opened up an accessory shop. I feel much more satisfied doing what I do now. I can make pieces of art that appeal to the general population.
Uh-huh. Cool.
My wife's always taking care of me, so I'd like to buy her a gift. Yeah, this one's nice.
Cynthia's amazing and Pearl is stunningly beautiful. Ah, I want to become like them.
I used to be a clothes salesman prior to working here. I only specialize in shoes these days. You see, Prada at the boutique over there, she and I used to be business rivals back when we owned our own stores. She still challenges me to sales competitions every once in a while.
Oh. I see. I foresee a future quest. Please help resolve the 2 bickering married couples, rivalry. Which way do we want to go? I think this is the way to the... Yep.
Airships, trains, cars, they all cruise freely through the sky or across land at amazing speeds. We tend to take technology for granted nowadays, but if you really think about it, it's also incredible. Do you feel the same love, the same romance I'm feeling right now?
Uh-huh. Oh, oopsie.
I prefer trains, but there must be plenty of people out there who feel strongly about other vehicles. At long last, the cargo's arrived. Need to deliver these quick, or else my old man's gonna chew me out again. Jeez, if he's always gonna complain, then maybe he should do it himself. At long last, the cargo's arrived.
This is City South exit. We already know how that goes. Let's see. I guess we go this way? Yeah, we'll go west. Ah, chest! I want you! That's for our apartment building, if I recall, so...
Hiya! Take this! And that! The greatest bracer to ever live has arrived!
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Ryu! Why can't you all follow the rules for just once in your life?
The Crossbell Times is a spunky gal putting in a good work as a reporter. She's been reporting on one major event after another. She's starting to become the talk of the town. Uh-huh. There's my friend.
Oh, by the way, Lloyd, have you seen Wendy yet? Yeah, I actually ran into her earlier. She's become quite the engineer, but, knowing how she behaves, aren't we moments away from her getting ticked off at a customer and smacking them with a wrench? Haha, I hear you there, man. I'm sure she'll be fine. Some things don't change, but she's gotten pretty good with controlling her strength these days. I imagine they'll get off with just a little scolding bump.
That doesn't sound fine.
Oh, Wendy, how could you be such a cutie, and yet...
It would be wise of you to behave yourself around her, Randy.
I love this. I like our party. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I noticed that more police officers have been visiting the bakery lately. Probably something to do with that law firm next to us. Their clients had to stop by here to grab a bite on the way. Either way, I'm grateful. It's my honor to be able to wipe the scowls off those old men's faces when they bite into my creations. Uh-huh. They did, yeah. Alrighty.
Let's see, this month's new bread is spicy, crispy bacon bread? Freshly baked, too. Gosh, that looks phenomenal. Oscar just waltzed in here one day and pledged that he wanted to be an apprentice. Daddy welcomed him with open arms, and he's been training him ever since. Now he's gonna become Daddy's bona fide favorite apprentice. I'm his daughter, his own flesh and blood. How could Oscar be a star protege? I've been a baker for way longer than Oscar has. How dare he pass me up? They both have another thing coming if they think I'm just gonna sit back and let him outshine me.
God, that murdered my voice. There we go.
Morgs, my daughter, can't stand to lose for anything, so her fierce rivalry with Oscar only continues to heat up. And to think that she had no intention of becoming a baker at all. Why the sudden change? Oh, what's going on in that head of hers? An uptight-looking man dressed in a suit passed by here a few moments ago. In my eyes weren't deceiving me. I could have sworn he was wearing a CPD badge. What business does a police officer have in a peaceful neighborhood like this?
Oh?
I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. I wonder what will bring police officers here to West Street.
Interesting. A lot of foreshadowing here.
This apartment complex has a cleaning service. All you have to do is ask the caretaker and she'll, well, take care of it. I usually ask Sammy to handle the cleaning for our apartment. It's all thanks to her help that I'm able to invest more time into my hobbies. They've even recently introduced a delivery service for grocery shopping. Living life has never been more convenient.
Isn't that the truth?
My wife spends her entire day working on handicrafts, completely foregoing all of the housework. That wife of mine, whatever will I do with her? All she does is indulge in her own hobbies. Can she ever help out? She's always been an utterly selfish woman.
You married her, bud.
They've been nothing but a thorn on my side. I draft up blueprints and they...
Blueprints. What am I?
blueprints, and they've outright ignored the whole thing. Weren't you the ones who ordered the design of the new City Hall building? I'll object their every move. They changed the design as they pleased. How do they expect me to approve this? How in the hell is that supposed to be an improved blueprint? It's idiotic. Absolutely idiotic.
My husband gets tunnel vision when it comes to work. Don't take any offense if he suddenly screams out in frustration. He doesn't mean any harm, he's just absorbed in his work.
Wait. Yeah, oh.
He doesn't mean any harm, so please don't take offense if he starts yelling to himself.
Actually, can we go up? Yeah, we can go up further. Oh.
The third floor residence is never home. I've never seen her face. She leaves early in the morning and returns late at night. At least she has the decency to be a good tenant by paying her rent on time. I still haven't managed to get a good look at the third tenant's face.
Is that so? Wonder what that's gonna lead to. God, I can't wait for next stream. It'll be the next morning, and the first thing we do is check with everybody again.
Hey, have you heard about those rival gangs that are always having scuffles downtown? I've only heard rumors about them, but they sound so frightening. I don't want Momo going anywhere near them.
Uh-huh.
Ryu, Anri, let's play together. Let's play together. I'm practicing so I don't get nervous when I ask for real.
Aww, poor child. She wants to play with the boys. The cute little girl.
Oh, if only I was brave enough to say it.
Oh, sweet little girl. Okay, that's it. This game is making me have a weak spot for children.
We run a general store, so we mostly dabble in foodstuffs and daily necessities. We make sure to give it all a good look. Over. You can never be too careful when stocking up. We run a general store, so we mostly dabble in foodstuffs, daily necessities, blah blah blah. Yeah, I getcha. Yeah.
Anyone upstairs in your home? Nope. Don't mind me, just casually trespassing. Now for the law firm.
Mr. Grimwood said that he should be back sometime this afternoon. Weird. Did he take on some other job? Sometimes I get worried about Mr. Grimwood's health. It's not good to work nonstop like he does. Weird. Did he take on some other job?
Uh-huh. Mr. Grimwood, is it? Suspicious. Yeah, this is outside the city. Now we go to the fancy district.
Mom and Dad are always super busy, so Granny's basically the head of the household. Frederick, Henri, and I were practically raised by her. So in a way, we're all just Granny's kids. Mom and Daddy are always super busy, so Granny's basically the head of the household.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
As we all know, there is plenty of good and evil in this world. As our society continues to progress, I think the line between them will blur. It's my hope that they'll grow up being able to distinguish that line, no matter how blurred it may get. I want these children to grow up facing all sorts of experiences that'll teach them right from wrong.
Granny let me a really nice suit when I told her I was going to a party. Haha, I finally did it. I'll totally make my debut into high society with this fine look. Bless your kind soul, Granny.
Let's see. This is where the certain couple who must not be named are. Oh, where's your parents? Oh, there's Mom.
Now this is how you garnish a meal. I hope you get some home early today.
Oh.
My papa works hard as a trader. Probably why he always leaves so early in the morning.
I see. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hey, do you have any idea who lives in that enormous mansion on the corner of the street? That's the home of Representative Campbell, leader of the Diet's Republican faction. An extravagant orbital car stops by his house some mornings. I'd imagine it's his chauffeur coming to escort him to his office.
Is that so?
Representative Campbell is an influential politician who serves as the leader of the Republican faction of the Diet. Speaker Hartman is said to be his main opponent.
Hartman, huh?
The residential district has the lowest crime rate in all across Bell City. Well, probably because most politicians and bankers live here. I'm sure the police pay special attention to anything that might threaten all the VIPs in the area.
Ain't that the truth?
The residential district has the lowest crime rate in all of Crossbell City. Your afternoon naps are sure to go uninterrupted.
I want to open that soon.
Sophia from up the street is an incredible cook. Not only that, but she even helps out her husband with his work. How could she handle all that? I can't even begin to understand the first thing about my husband's line of work. Hey, have you ever met Sophia from up the street? She's such a beautiful woman. I strive to be like her.
Well, that's surprising. Oh my.
Did you all know this? Crossbell has been a bastion for commerce and the securities industry ever since its founding. I'm a stockbroker at a securities and exchange company, actually. We deal in stocks and bonds. With the sudden wave of new tech flooding the financial world, specialized experts is an absolute must-be a part of the biz.
Ooh.
With the sudden wave of new tech flooding the financial world, specialized expertise is an absolute must. You wouldn't want an amateur handling your bureau, would you?
I'm sure Father's busy doing some kind of super hard work. After all, he's an important person called a stockbroker. Don't annoy him, otherwise I'll be mad at you forever.
Okay. You have no reason to visit this mansion. Well, the game's like, yep, nope, this is plot. Probably plot. Don't do it. Uh-huh. Okay, I think we just have this then. Yeah, this is the... We already talked to this guy. Okay, yeah, so we can go this way. Please, bunny girl, let me in.
Hey there, wanna play? I hope you have a fabulous time.
This is Barca Casino. It would be wise to avoid visiting for today.
I'm on duty. I can't do this right now. Man, I'm freaking starving. I usually forget to eat when I'm too busy having fun. I think I'll head up to some bar in the back alley. Not many places to eat on the main street.
Arkansas is playing a show this evening. You know what that means.
Yeah, you know what means. Yeah, that should be a that, I'm pretty sure.
My sales are about to skyrocket.
I think I found a typo in the script.
Localization!
Anyway.
Oh, looks like it's just about lunchtime. The crowd should be rolling in any minute now. We have lots of patrons that pass by here. Time for some fun. Who's gonna come in today? Now, any big fish waiting for me to reel them in out of there? Come on, don't be shy.
The entertainment district is famous. Is a famous international hub for social gatherings, from the casual casino spot to luxurious entertainment for the upper echelons of society. There's a seemingly endless amount of tourists that come out here to have some fun. Let's see.
Lady Ilya has yet to come out. It's been my dream to capture a photo of her moments after she's finished practicing. I've thrown down 20,000 whole mirror for an orbital camera to make that dream a reality, so now I wait. Where's Lady Ilya? Is she not coming out? Or maybe she left through the back exit. Ah, that sneaky minx.
Arkansas is famous even on the international stage. All the artists that perform for them are top-notch actors. And above all of them rests Ilya Platier. Platier?
Let's see. Platier? That's probably a Platier.
Ilya Platier, a dancer as radiant and masterful as her only comes once in a century. Just like Portia, I have nothing but fervent admiration for the fervent dancer.
Uh-huh.
Our hotel provides a complimentary concierge service to our patrons. It would be most pleasant if you made use of it.
It's almost time for our patrons to begin checking into their rooms. We must be in tip-top shape when we welcome them.
Uh-huh. Very fancy.
We've been getting so many more patrons compared to usual this year. I imagine we'll run out of vacancies immediately.
Didn't know what I was doing with her, to be honest.
I finally returned to my country. Thank you so much, everyone.
You should probably start by buying a new bag, sir.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
He certainly is a lively one.
Wallet, check. Souvenir, check. Ticket, check. Oh yeah, too bad I don't have a bag to put them in.
Ooh. Then we go down here.
I was working at a hotel in the Empire, but the current manager recruited me here. It's very rewarding to be able to accommodate so many patrons. I'm grateful to the manager for fostering a satisfying environment to work in.
Let's see. Lloyd, stop heading naturally to the casino. You're not going to be able to gamble as much as I want to.
Yo, I wouldn't head too deep into the alley there. Bad dudes back there, you hear? Even worse than the ones out here.
Uh-huh. No, I don't want to talk to you.
My rivals and I are competing who can make the most in sales. Yeah, but it's looking like I'm going to lose this month. Wah. Even those goons for Ravash drink here every now and then. That's how that brooding bartender over there knows so much about the goings-on in this part of town. Ah, just one look at his dashing face and I feel positively recharged.
In the past couple of days, Ravash & Company has been deploying members all over Crossbell. I've heard they're buying up all the weapons and vehicles they can find, but I don't know what that entails. After all, that's just a rumor I overheard from some talkative guests. Ravash has been strengthening their forces lately to get a leg up on everyone else. More specifically, their big rival group. Well, so the rumor goes. I don't know the finer details.
Very nice getting all the little Side information. Let's check this.
See anything you like, my dears, from the special support section? Huh?
Oh, sorry, huh? Whoa, hold up. How do you know who we are, Granny?
Curious, are we? All sorts of information finds its way to the back alley. Congratulations on the new job. I pray you find it to your liking. See anything you like, special support section?
Hey, this is no place for whelps like you. Now scram. Piss off.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Can't go through there. Okay. We're back here, which means we have this way.
The administrative district. Have you ever heard of Crossbell City Hall's slogan? It goes, the administration welcomes each and every one of its citizens with open arms. That's what they claim, anyway. I hope they're taking the proper steps to uphold their own values. The slogan, the administration welcomes each and every one of its citizens with open arms, is printed at Crossbell City Hall. Although, not many citizens visit City Hall, so it's usually pretty quiet there.
The library. If I went here, I would have gotten a perfect score on the test.
Hey there, Lloyd. Do you want to check out any books? I'd be more than happy to help with that.
I'm sure you would. I've never seen you miss an opportunity to recommend a book.
What can I say? I love books. I feel calmer just by surrounding myself with them. Anyway, no need to be shy. Go ahead and explore the shelves to your heart's content. Perhaps something will catch your eye. We've got an enormous selection of books. Who knows what's out there waiting for you?
Uh-huh.
There's hardly ever new material to research. I had to beg the director with tears in my eyes to show me some of his restricted books. I wonder if this will be enough. I might end up repeating the year if I don't finish this thesis.
Uh-huh. Anyone else reading books? Ooh, kid. Oh no, that's not kid. That's not a kid at all.
The director is a bona fide bibliophile. The director managed to bury himself under a mountain of books the other day. He was working too hastily and lost his footing, I think. What are we gonna do with him?
Uh-huh.
The director managed to bury himself under a mountain of books the other day. What are we gonna do with him? But I suppose it was a bit of a funny scene to walk into. Suddenly, a terrifying demon appeared. Whoa! What's gonna happen next? Who wants some fresh juice? Are you tired from walking around this massive city all day? Come try our juice. Get your ice cold fruit juice right here. I love saying, who wants some fresh juice? Are you tired from walking around this massive city all day? Come try our juice. Get your ice cold fruit juice right here.
Pretty sure I had your juice when I was winning that fight against the thug, so thank you for that. Yeah, I got some of it. I don't know if I have the ultimate mix, though. Uh-huh, we got that.
My boss is a micromanager and he loves to nitpick every little thing. I find it hard to concentrate on my work when he's constantly ordering me around and telling me how wrong every minor detail is. Man, I don't want to go back to work. Working for the city pays well, sure, but it's a horrible work environment.
CPD.
Good morning, everyone. First day on the job, I'm in the same boat.
Whew, felt pretty nervous.
Well, this is just another step I have to take to become a detective. No matter what kind of work is thrown my way, I can't start cutting corners.
I like his spunk. I like the cut of his jib.
Welcome to Crossbell City. If you're here to pay for your utilities or to change your address, you've come to the right place. Feel free to inquire about additional services.
Thanks. Looks like she's got her work cut out for her.
Welcome to Crossbell City Hall. If you're here to pay for utilities or to change your address, you've come to the right place. Feel free to inquire about additional services.
I work for General Affairs, 2nd Division. I'm in charge of the diet building and the reception hall, but I'm bored. I'm so bored. All I do is clean, clean, clean.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think we've done everything. I don't see this hospital that the game mentioned. Well, there's the CPD office, but I think that's where we're supposed to go. I can't. Actually, no. I think it's back at our apartment, right? We're fine here. Let's go say hi to her.
Hey everyone, I'm glad to see you're all doing well. You're going to go stop the delinquents from stirring up trouble in the downtown district, right?
Yeah, at least that's the plan.
I see. I live on East Street, so I occasionally catch those guys causing a ruckus. It always scares me a bit when I see them gathered out there picking fights with each other.
I think that made just about anyone unsettled.
We definitely need to do something about their behavior. It's about time someone took action against it. It always scares me a bit when I see them gathering out there picking fights with each other. Thank you so much for handling that extermination request. Oh, that reminds me. Did you hear the news? The CPD is currently conducting a survey on monsters local to Crossbell.
Really? Really? What exactly does that entail?
Well, I'm sure you're already aware that your combat notebook has a section for monster entries, right? After defeating a monster, officers are supposed to record its information in their notebooks. The data is just what we need for the survey, so once you start filling up that notebook, please come and show it to me. In the end, we'll combine all the information we reserve together to use as the foundation for new safety measures. Quite the smart idea, huh? Definitely. I'm glad to see that CPD is seeking out ways to improve. I couldn't say it better than myself. After all, this is to protect the fine citizens of Crossbell. Ah, I nearly forgot. Whenever you supply me with information, I'll give you a small bonus, too. Make sure to stop by when you can, okay? It looks like you've been hard at work filling out your combat notebook. I'd like to record your information into our database. Mind if I see it for a moment?
With pleasure.
Thank you very much. Here's your notebook back. And please accept this as compensation for your hard work. Woo! Don't forget to stop by once you collect more monster data, okay?
Thanks, we will.
Of course. We'll see to it that we visit.
I don't have any more questions.
It seems we got a situation on our hands in the downtown district. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Getting these reports organized is a complete slog. Caffeine. I need caffeine. And of course a little glimpse of Rebecca while I'm up here and around could be just what I need to fully recharge.
Phew! I'm glad we were able to get the rookies this year on their way. Alright, now, just got to drop a report for the chief.
Uh-huh. Okay, we can't go there.
We don't have any business upstairs. I think we'd rather get chewed out by the vice commissioner, so let's not risk it.
Uh-huh. Alright, so nothing we have to do there. That's good. No plot. We can't go to that part of the city, so we just have here. Does he have AA in there? Does the librarian have a missile archive? He better. If he truly loves books that much, he better have that one in stock. But I don't know how I feel about it being for public. Actually, technically, my website is already for public viewing, so yeah, it's fine.
The food they have at the new stall that opened up around here looks amazing, but I must resist. I'm so hungry. Some Eastern-looking company opened up an office around here. I have to say, the Eastern-style aesthetics paired with that crimson exterior is a superb design choice. Why'd they even build it, though? I never saw a construction site.
Uh-huh.
I hardly ever see their employees, though. What kind of company are they supposed to be?
Ooh.
I always see those thugs from the downtown district pop up around these parts. All they ever do is cause a ruckus late at night. Nothing but the pain, if you ask me.
This is the spaghetti guy, right? Yeah, dicey noodles. Why not? It's probably supposed to be like, Asian noodles or something, but...
I see those thugs from the downtown district pop around these parts. Bunch of no good punks, really. Maybe I should shove my noodles down the throat. See if that teaches them a lesson.
Apologies to all my Italian viewers. Though, you know what? That would assume that they even could recognize that as an Italian accent. Crossbell News Service.
We actually put a lot of effort into our financial, international, entertainment, and local news sections. Well, our local news, they keep uncovering scandals, all thanks to a certain someone. Oh, Grace, are you even capable of writing articles that don't stir up quite so much controversy?
Isn't that...
Maria received complaints about articles other than the ones written by Grace. This is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Wouldn't it kill everyone here to tone down the provocative rhetoric in their articles every once in a while? Excuse me! I'm sorry, but the editorial department is closed to the general public for the time being. Please redirect any of your inquiries to me.
Oh, really? Our mistake.
These are the photos for this issue's local news section. This is the CCP whatchamacallit section, right? Maybe we should postpone the article. After all, Grace said she'd cover that team some other time.
I'm pretty worried for what's to come in her article.
As for the CPD's newly formed yada yada section, well, let's just postpone this article for now.
Excuse me, people hard at work here? Please go to the front of the desk if you have any inquiries, thanks.
God. She knows her job. Where's the Fisher dude?
Crossbones really are the worst. All any of them ever think about is how to fill their pockets full of mirror. They don't care one lick about rules or traditions anymore. Not to mention they get swept up in every new fad and all those brainless gossip columns. You think they'd behave themselves at a festival? Think again. I may have been raised in Crossbell too, but I'm not like any of those good-for-nothings. Crossbones really are the worst. Makes me nauseous just thinking about them.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that from him. Maybe, no wonder he likes to just fish.
He's like, I don't have to deal with the people.
Those soba noodles are amazing!
Oh, that's what they were? Oh, sorry, sir. Okay, listen. He's just an Italian that likes selling soba noodles, okay?
Oh my, this dish is wonderful. These flavors take me right back to when I was growing up. You just gotta try this. I got it from the stall over there.
Oh, I saw you.
I can't deal with this area. All these businesses means I'm at the mercy of 1,000 packages.
Uh-huh. Oh. I never went to the IBC.
This is the IBC's main headquarters, isn't it? It's certainly grand.
You're exactly right. This is their central base of operations. Not only do they have many branches spread throughout all of Zemuria, but their services extend beyond just banking. They've become the continent's lead asset holder 10 years ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to call the IBC the cornerstone of Crossbell's economy. Indeed, the IBC is an unfathomed force in the finance, construction, and real estate industries. Their latest ambition has been to fund a variety of massive public projects for Crossbell. Reports have shown them investing a fortune into the expansion of the Geofront and the Orbital network.
Damn, guess it's way out of my league then. Can't imagine I have anything to do with a place like this.
Randy, you are aware that our salaries are transferred to us through the IBC, correct?
What, wait, you kidding me?
Considering they are within the city, it's pretty convenient for us. Although, I think the bank's closed today.
Correct. The employees are given weekends off. Let's go back some other time.
Holy hell, my voice. I want juice. Don't worry, John. I do too. I've just got water here.
Hey there, nice weather we're having, huh? I'm afraid the IBC is closed on the weekends. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we hope you come again soon. IBC is closed today. Entry to any unauthorized individuals is prohibited.
Let's see, then. Huh. Where else can we go, then? Alright, we're back in the Eastern Quarter. Alright, I think we cleared the whole area, which means we can continue with the plot. I think. Actually, no, I don't... Ooh, am I missing... Okay, so this is where we're supposed to go. Yeah, and this is the place we were at. And we just... oh, wait, we're in here. I thought I was missing an apartment.
I'm gonna become a model when I grow up. I'm not gonna fall for the same trap as my sis to become an engineer. I'm gonna have the nicest body you'd ever seen.
You've definitely got some spunk in you, Missy. I'll support your cause.
Randy, no. No, bad Randy.
I'm gonna become a model when I grow up. I actually refuse to be tricked into becoming an engineer like my sister was.
Randy, do not enable the child.
I've been doing business in Crossbell for about 3 years now. I run what you'd call a wholesale business, where I sell various sundries in bulk to department stores or other large shops. I'm from Calvert, so I've got a pretty good grasp of the goods being sold there. It's taken me 3 years to grow my business here, but I'm finally earning a stable income now. Scoring that contact with the Times department store really helped my business skyrocket.
I think I know who he's talking about.
Oh, thank you, Adios. Thank you for keeping that boy safe from harm.
She's quite pious, isn't she?
Yeah, she's always been like this. Auntie Late's always been praying, even with my brother. Oh my, I didn't notice all of you standing there. Your uncle's gone off to the library to work if you're looking for him.
Yeah, we just met.
He loves being a librarian. You can tell by the spring in his step as he goes off to work. His love for books runs so deep that he became a librarian. He always leaves for work with a giant smile across his face.
I see. Alright, I think that's it. Let's enter our apartment. Yeah, this is our place. Don't think anyone's broken to here. Alright, first report to HQ.
Hello, you've reached the CPD. This is Franz speaking. Well then, allow me to go over your reports.
Nice.
Thanks for the reports, everyone. If you finish more support requests, please let me know.
Yep, everything's done. Alright, we can move on, chat.
Oh, you're back already. Managed to stop those delinquents.
Well, about that. We think the situation might be a bit more complicated than expected.
How so?
Lloyd explained everything they had learned to Chief Sergey.
Interesting.
Chief? Alright. I'll leave everything concerning this case to you lot then. Wait, what?
What do you mean by that exactly?
Whether you're willing to continue the investigation is entirely up to you. You won't be getting any info about Ravash out of me either. You'll have to dig for it on your own. How are we supposed to? If I told you to stop the investigation, would you follow orders? What? The Mafia being involved in this case already overcomplicates things. As your supervisor, the most logical step for me is to order you to close the case immediately. Now, is that what you want me to do? No. If we gave up now, it'd just leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Randy's right, especially after learning as much as we have. I agree as well.
Well, I suppose if you naive kids slipped up and got yourselves hurt on my watch, I'd have a hard time sleeping at night. So I'll do you a favor, introduce you to a trusted consultant of mine. Consultant?
Sergey handed over a business card to Lloyd.
Grimwood Law Office? Something about that name rings a bell. It's located over on West Street. Run by a lawyer named Ian. Big, bearded guy. Oh, near the bakery, right? I remember talking to him a couple of times when I lived in the area.
I've heard of him too. Mr. Grimwood mainly provides legal consultations to corporations and other businesses, right? Though I believe he also offers his services to ordinary citizens too.
That's right. Between his beard and his build, the guy almost looks like a bear, so people have been taken to calling him Grizzly Grim. I'm sure he's got loads of info on the Mafia. Who knows? He might even have new intel that even the CPD doesn't know. Really?
That's quite impressive.
Just what kind of guy is this lawyer? You'll find out when you meet him. I've spoken with him previously about SSS-related matters. Hey, I'll at least hear you out if you tell him you're with the Special Support Section. I figure if nothing else, this will be a good opportunity for you to get go introduce yourselves. Understood. We'll check in with him. West Street is just around the corner. Everyone okay with paying this law office a visit?
Of course. Shall we head out?
And then everyone's dialogue in the city went advanced.
No!
We'll have to see.
Head over to the law office on the West Street. I told the lawyer who runs the place about our new division here. I'm sure he'll at least hear you out. Pay attention to what he says. Might have some useful info for you. No pep talk, eh, Chief?
Oh, better check. Okay, still everything reported. Nothing here. Okay, yeah, so same thing. Phew! Do I have to go around the whole city again? Alright, let's see. We want to go to the lawyer. Grimwood Law Office. I used to dunk on engineering all the time. Now I'm in the engineering school. Funny how that works out, huh, John?
Grimwood Law Office. I believe this is the place.
Yeah, I've seen its owner around the neighborhood before. I have no idea he was such a prestigious lawyer, though.
Well then, Mr. Grimwood, I'm sure we'll speak again in the near future. Of course, I'll be here. Can't your division do anything more to solve this, though? I wish you'd think a little more about how this will impact the citizens.
Currying favor with the populace is not my responsibility, if you'll excuse me.
Huh, you four. Is something the matter?
Ah, I see. So you're those pups that Sergei decided to adopt.
Come again? Hold on, that badge. You work for the CPD too?
Who I am isn't important to you. I imagine you're here to speak with Mr. Grimwood about something. Whatever it is, I hope you don't intend on wasting his time. Unless you're useless rookies, he's a busy man.
Excuse me? What was his problem?
He looked like a detective from one of the investigative divisions. He appeared to be the arrogant type.
Maybe, but I got the feeling Specs there can hold his own. Did you notice the weapon strapped under his left arm? Well, wait, he had a weapon? I didn't even see it.
Impressive observation, Randy. I detected it with my sensors. He carried a large handgun, military grade, I believe.
Yeah, sounds about right. Dang, guys.
You two are amazing.
It was nothing. I just managed to catch it out of the corner of my eye.
More importantly, should we not head inside and greet the lawyer?
Oh, right. I'm sure he's very busy, but we should still go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Forget something, detective? Oh, pardon me. I mistook you all for something else. Welcome to the Grimwood Law Office. How can I help you today?
Oh,
Oh gosh.
No need to hold back. If you have a question, ask away. You four look quite young. Have you got into some trouble with loans? Or perhaps you're looking to open a business together. Come on, ask me anything.
no, sir. It's nothing like that.
This guy's got a lot of energy for an old man.
So this is the famous Grizzly Grim. I see the rumors are true.
Hold on. Now that I've taken a closer look, I can't help but feel as if I've seen you somewhere before, young man. Are you one of the kids that used to live in this neighborhood?
Wow, you remember me. That's right. I lived in one of the apartment complexes here about 3 years ago. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Lloyd Bannings.
So you did live around here. Yes, that explains why you look so familiar. Wait. Bannings? Then, could you be Guy Bannings' younger brother?
Yeah, I am. You knew my brother then?
More than just knew him,
Never mind. I suppose you're here to discuss something important. Come on in. You can fill me in on the details once we take a seat. Oh, and where are my manners?
I'm Ian Grimwood, lawyer and head of this law firm.
Hey, Andy. Good to see ya. Is this Dark Souls 2? This is Dark Souls 2. I like the voice animation. Thanks, Andy. Glad to have your approval. This is making me laugh.
I see. I was wondering when I would meet the special sports section that Yergi told me about when he was putting together. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, I read an article in the Crossbell Times about you. You certainly showed diligence and spunk right out of the gate, didn't you?
Yeah, well, they sure took some liberties with that article. So, Guy's younger brother's a police officer now, too. My, how wonderful. I can only imagine this is Adios' will. Mr. Grimwood, can I ask about what your relationship was with my brother?
Well, the same one I expect you and I will now have. Guy used to drop by occasionally to share and exchange all sorts of information with me. As I'm sure you know, he was an incredibly talented detective. So I'd wager he'd end up helping me far more than I was able to help him.
Wait a moment. Lloyd, your older brother is a detective?
The hell, man? Why didn't you tell us about him?
Oh, sorry, guys. I guess it just never came up. Besides, Guy's no longer with us.
You mean?
He was killed in the line of duty. About 3 years ago now.
Oh.
That explains why you left Crossbell. What happened to Guy truly was tragic. Believe it or not, I've conducted my own investigations into that particular incident. Sadly, any leads that may exist eluded me.
Is that so? Well, let's put that aside for now. It's not why we've come here today. Mr. Grimwood, we've explained our situation to you. Is there anything you could share with us pertaining to Ravash or its recent activities?
Ravash, There's a name surrounded by nothing but a sinister rumors. Illegal dealings with both the Empire and the Republic. The selling of stolen goods, mirror laundering, weapon trafficking, and even operating as the middleman for hiring Jaegers. I'd say it's more than likely they take advantage of Crossbell's unique situation to aid them in each and every one of their long list of crimes.
What do you mean by unique situations?
What he means is, while trade and commerce have grown exponentially over the past few years, Crossbell's political foundation is quickly deteriorating, right?
Well put. Crossbell and politics are currently in an extremely fragile state. The majority of politicians choose to align themselves with the Empire or the Republic, and are nothing more than greedy, power-hungry leeches. Even if some kind of legislation to crack down on Ravash was proposed, it would never pass. There are simply too many Diet members in their pocket. For real? Damn.
Unfortunately, he's correct. The number of Diet members tied to the Mafia is higher than I'd like to admit. That's likely the main reason the police can't touch them. I've seen the issue seems quite complicated, or perhaps I'm simply still too young to understand. Does this mean Ravash can commit any crime they want with no repercussions?
No, it hasn't gotten to that point yet. If the government were to turn a blind eye to any obvious crimes on their part, I'm sure it would send Crossbellans and our surrounding nations into an uproar. Therefore, Ravash has been very careful to avoid directly interfering with the citizenry's daily lives. However, as long as they don't actually cross that line, the CPD won't lay a finger on them. They're overlooked so many of Ravash's smaller crimes that they can't see what they've all added up to. This can't be real. Reality ain't so pretty. Behind all this city's neon lights, there are demons lurking in the shadows.
I can only wonder what sort of information is inside those highly classified documents.
Anyway, that's essentially all I know about Ravash. However, I need to mention that the situation with the Mafia has taken a turn. Really?
Could you explain?
I hear that even the CPD's only just acquired this intel. But apparently, a new faction strong enough to oppose Ravash has recently surfaced. And by all accounts, they're quite powerful indeed. A new faction? Surely it's not the Bracer Guild, right? No, this new faction is a threat to Ravash because they're looking to bring them to justice. They're a threat because they're in the same line of business. You see, there's a powerful organization that operates out of the Republic's eastern quarter, and it's really managed to worm its way into Crossbell. What?
You're certain of this?
Yes, previous rumors on this organization turned out to be true, so I have no reason to be skeptical now. They're called Heiyue. Just recently, a new commercial unit, registered under the name of Heiyue Trading, opened for business in the Harbor District. Heiyue.
The name certainly seems to be of Eastern origins.
If things go south, I'd mean a war between two organized crime groups. The petty fights we've seen between the street gangs would be nothing compared to that. You're absolutely right. At the very least, there haven't been overt signs of a dispute between the two groups just yet. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they began battling each other outside of the public eye. The First Division seems to be keeping a close eye on the whole thing.
You don't say.
So the man with glasses who left right when we arrived was...
Yes, that was Detective Dudley from the First Division. Coincidentally, he was asking me questions on the same topic.
A coincidence indeed. Lloyd, you went quiet all of a sudden.
Let me guess, you know something?
Yeah, I still need time to sort it all out in my head, though.
Thanks very much, Mr. Grimwood.
Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to find the lead we need to move forward with our investigation.
I'm just glad I could be of assistance. Sergei's always been a tremendous help to me, so personally I'll be praying for your success. If you ever run into any problems, you're welcome to stop by here anytime.
So, what's the next course of action? Should we head back to the SSS building and sort through all the information we've gathered?
Good idea. Before we do that, now's the time to wrap up any unfinished business we still have to take care of. If my hunch about the truth of this incident is correct, well, let's just say we're in for a bumpy ride.
Well, we won't just have to buckle up then, won't we? Anyway, let's head back to the base once we crossed off everything on our to-do list. Sound good?
Yes, let's do it. Yes, it does. Let's make haste.
Woo! That killed my voice. I tried to voice him like a grizzly, and boy, it murdered me. Yeah, this is me doing the voices, Andy. Hooky has many talents. I feel like that would be Mr. Grimwood's voice, though. Yeah, that's the idea. The Empire and the Republic? What is this, Star Wars? This Empire Strikes Back? Yeah, this is, yeah. Again, Crossbell is situated between Calvin Republic and the Erebonian Empire, and as we can see, it's created basically this war of hegemony over Crossbell's status as a independent state. It's quite the political quagmire. When two countries both lay claim to essentially annexing a nation and have big militaries, things get scary real fast for the people living in the middle. Now, let's see. What do we want to do next? Problem is, if we go back, this might be our last chance to do anything, so... Okay, I'm going to save just in case we want to go to... Save. There we go. Alrighty then. Whew. Sorry guys, I'm feeling a little clogged up from all that. Ugh. Murdered my voice. I'll go a little bit longer. We'll see how we do for now. Actually, I have extra money and stuff, right? So. Alright. Slots. I forgot. Who was it that I wanted to open for? She already has lots of open slots, so that's fine. Oh, what about courts? No ornaments. I see. I want so much more. I need more slots and courts, but we're still in the prologue. Ree! I would imagine you put a lot of effort into that. Well, I have some theater background, so I like, if I'm gonna voice something, I want to do it right, or at least as right as I can. Obviously, I'm not a woman, so these woman voices I do are probably a lot worse than my male voices, but I try.
It's also hard when you try to do a big, burly voice like this. Not very easy.
But up here is a little bit of a problem too. Can't do this for too long before it starts weighing thin on you.
Lloyd's definitely easy, because it's just me with a slight, like a slight intonation, so it's like,
Oh yeah, sure. I got the protagonist voice right here. Everything's fine.
no problem. And I really like voicing Tio, because Tio, like, has this very, like, reserved, quiet demeanor, right? And she has that nerdy look, so you could be like,
Yeah, sure. That's what we want to do, okay?
and then Randy's pretty's like a natural deep voice for me. It's like,
Oh yeah, sure. No problem, guys. Yeah. This is so fun. Really can't wait to do more.
Ellie's the one I'm having the most trouble with, though, because she has, like, this prim and proper... Obviously, she's probably related to someone from the government based on all the little hints she drops. Like, when we go to the one of the houses and she's kind of quiet or what. Like, we get a bunch of those, well, you know, those pauses that kind of hint at... Her daddy's probably a big wig in government. So I'm like, what do I want to do for her voice? And I keep on being like,
Do I want it up here, or should it be something like up here doing so? But I don't want it to be too close to Tio, so maybe it should be somewhere around here instead.
just very hard to place her. Theater kid Loki. Yeah, again, I've done art, I've done theater, I've done writing. I have a very varied background in the arts, so it's one of those things. Anyway, let's just save one more time just in case. I think we should be fine, but...
What's that?
A message, maybe? There's a note stuck on the bulletin board.
I've got some errands to run. Wrap up the case however you see fit, Sergey.
Oh, I guess he stepped out.
Who wants to bet that he ran away because the case seemed like a pain in the ass?
We cannot rule out that possibility. Well, at the very least, we've been given permission to solve this case however we like. So, with that in mind, what's our next step? Should we review what we know?
Yeah, definitely.
Start the meeting. Inspect the exclamation mark in the table. Okay.
Let's get this meeting started then. First off, we should review all our info that's relevant to the case. The incident took place around midnight 5 days ago. Members of both the Saber Vipers and Testaments were each ambushed by unknown assailants. However, the attacks occurred at 2 different locations in the city's downtown district. Here and here.
The Testament member was attacked in the alleyway to the west.
And the Saber Viper got messed up in front of Ignis, which is toward the east.
In other words, the attacks happened at opposite ends of the area.
Exactly. By spacing them this far apart, it prevented each group from immediately learning about the attack on the other. Both gangs took their wounded members directly back to their respective bases, and the victims were moved to the hospital the next day.
Weren't the victims transported there in the same ambulance?
Yeah, I can only imagine how much of a shock that was to the paramedics. The gangs, however, wouldn't be aware of the ambulance's passengers. So, consequently, each group came to the conclusion that they were attacked by the other, which is what we confirmed today.
Yeah,
That's the only answer that makes sense, is that there was a third party involved. Unless both groups rehearse their accounts, chances of each group's being responsible for attacking the other are pretty slim. Agreed. Based on the evidence so far, it's safe to assume the attacks were the work of some third party.
All we can do now is consider all the possibilities and rule out the ones that don't seem feasible. We already have an idea who that third party might be. Isn't that right, Lloyd?
Yeah. They're the ones who in control of Crossbell's criminal underbelly, the notorious Mafia, Ravash and Company. According to the intel Gray shared with us, someone spotted mafiosos snooping around the downtown district a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to verify the credibility of that. But for now, let's continue to the review with the assumption that Ravash was responsible for both attacks.
Well, that just brings us to the next question. What was their motive?
Exactly. Figuring out the answer to that is crucial. If we can't figure out their motive, we're all the way back to square one. Motive, huh? There's hardly any conflict of interest between the Mafia and the two gangs.
There must be some line that connects these 3 dots together. I imagine you already have some idea of what that is, don't you, Lloyd?
Well, I can't say with absolute certainty, of course. But I think that there's at least one thing that might connect these 3 factors.
The presence of Heiyue. Yeah.
The only realistic possibility that comes to mind is Heiyue.
Oh, right.
Our grizzly friend mentioned them, didn't he?
That definitely feels like the most likely possibility for now. In that case, though, what about Heiyue connects these 3? In order for them to be connected, there must be some necessity. For example, was it this connection with Heiyue that made the attacks against the 2 gangs unavoidable?
Yeah, that would explain everything.
Oh?
What you thinking?
Well,
mess up the voices. Well, about that necessity Tio mentioned. What do you think Ravash would do if they found out Heiyue was trying to establish a foothold in Crossbell?
Well, I imagine they would want to build up their forces pronto.
Recruit more people and upgrade their weaponry, you know? Ravash should have no problems getting new weapons, given their known smuggling operations.
Sorry, guys, my nose is so cloggy. Should have brought a tissue.
But how they go about recruiting people?
Good question.
normally you'd hire Jaegers. But that's unlikely in Crossbell's case, given that scrutiny the neighboring countries put on us. So long as the non-aggression pact stands, Ereboni and Calver would never overlook unauthorized Jaegers entering the state. The 2 diet factions representing them would likely react the exact same way, too. Oh, that's it! Lloyd, could the Mafia be...
recruiting the gang members? Hot-blooded and more or less disciplined. I can't think of a more perfect pool of candidates to beef up the Mafia's presence in the city. But there are certain individuals in each gang preventing that, aren't there?
Right. I could never see Wazi cooperating with the Mafia. And I doubt Walt would put down to that any kind of authority, even Ravash. He's not the type of person who would allow others to boss him around.
So Ravash realizes this and plots to weaken the 2 gangs, intending to swoop in and later bag the remaining members. Hell, that must be it. Remember, this is still nothing more than a theory. All we've done is bring together the facts and try to make sense of them.
Look at you being all modest.
I think that your analysis of the situation isn't too far off from the truth, Lloyd. Your reasoning was sound and logical. Clearly, your detective certifications were well earned.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So, everyone, our next move should be to explain our theory to those two, don't you think?
Those two?
Hey, you don't mean... I sure do. Walled whales and Wazi Hemisphere. Leaders of the Saber Vipers of the Testaments.
Whew! I've only done math and science seriously. Yeah, you mentioned something like that before, John. You were something that was really into the sciences, huh? But that's fine. I mean, I actually like people who can really do good with math and stuff. Like, you always praised me because I wasn't bad at math per se, but like I was definitely no like whiz kid when it came to that type of stuff. I much prefer the creative arts. Anyway, this stuffy nose thing is pissing me off, so we're gonna pause this for now and quickly just take a little break. I need to clear out my nose. Okay, I feel a lot better. I don't know if I sound more cleared up, but I feel more cleared up. Just being able to breathe through your nose. Can't stand not doing it. I like art a lot too, though. Oh, is that so, Joan? Good to know. Also, message retracted. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, back to Wold. Let's finish this up.
Street station, near where the construction materials are stored. Asking me to come here alone in the middle of the damn night. Who do these police brats think they're dealing with? Is that...
The last train bound for Calvert. Yes, I believe it was.
Oh.
Wazi?
Good evening, Walt. What a beautiful night to bathe in the mystic moonlight, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, this is rich. You pretend to be one of those CPD pipsqueaks to catch me off guard. You must think you're so damn clever. Fine, bring it on, pretty boy. If you're looking for a fight, I'm more than happy to give you one. Let's end this.
You know, I'm always up for a bit of a late-night wrestling. But alas, I'm but a mere guest at this rendezvous.
The hell does that mean?
You'll see soon. They just arrived.
It's you, punks. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys.
Oh no, it's a pleasure to be here. So, what's this fun anecdote you promised to share with us?
Well, I don't know if fun is the right word exactly. But I'm sure you'll both find it interesting at least. Hold the phone. Anecdote? Fun? What the hell are you two going on about?
Oh, Wold, you're such a simpleton.
What did you...
Surely you remember the incidents that occurred 5 nights ago. They're here to tell us who they believe the culprit was, obviously.
The culprit? What do you mean?
Impressive deduction, Wazi. I assume you had already had your own suspicions? Well, at first, I wondered if one of my members had perhaps acted out of line. But as I started to sort things out, I realized that something was off about the whole situation. That goes for the Saber Viper side, too. Sadly, that's as far as my deductions could take me.
I see. That will make things easier to explain, at least. Walled whales. I know there are still gaps in our theory. Still, would you listen to what we've found so far? Fine. Keep it short. Waste a minute of my time and I'll bash that baby face of yours in. And that's what we've come to with the information on hand. I'd like to hear each of your thoughts on it.
My, how unexpected. To think that we played right into the Mafia's hands.
Does that mean...
You agree with Lloyd's theory? But of course. After all, Ravash sent some of their agents to visit us already. They asked us to work for them, promising us the moon and stars for our service. Needless to say, I immediately turned them down and sent them on their merry way.
Huh, interesting. That settles things with one of them.
So, Wald, I assume the Mafia paid you a social call as well?
Yeah, about a month ago. They were acting all high and mighty, so I decided to show what real strength looked like. Send packing real fast. Can't believe they actually had the balls to pull a fast one on me like this. Wazi, I'm postponing our duel. First, I gotta warm up by crushing the smug mugs of those mobsters.
Wait, you can't.
Shows a short temper.
Calm down, Walt. Acting recklessly will just lead to...
The last time it was merely jest, but you really are a simpleton.
Say that again.
You know perfectly well that you don't stand a chance against the Mafia on your own. Just imagine it, the leader of the Saber Vipers, Wald Wales, waltzing into the Mafia's sights like a pig to slaughter. You won't stand a chance.
Shut it! We don't know what'll happen till we try.
Maybe you could survive. But what about your poor little Vipers? Can they catch bullets with their teeth?
What do you propose we do then, you bony wise ass? You really expect me to just sit here and swallow the shame of having our men hurt like that? Huh?
Of course I don't. I believe that only a small part of the Mafia was actually involved in this little scheme. As such, there's no need to take the whole organization on, just a handful of them who have it coming. And I know just the way to get a revenge and ensure they never show their face in the downtown district ever again. I'll require your help though, Walt.
You need my help? Hold on, you two. What are you planning? If you do anything to break the law?
Oh, relax. If anything illegal happens, you'll be right there to stop it. After all, you're helping too.
We're doing what now?
Isn't it your responsibility to resolve the conflict brewing in the downtown district? I'd claim that makes it your obligation to gently persuade the Mafia into leaving all of us down there alone for good. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Lloyd.
Well,
what exactly is Wazzy talking about? I do not quite understand either.
looks to me like he's about to sink his fangs into poor Lloyd.
Remember, it was you who bothered to call us out here to share your grand theory. Whoops, almost dumped my water there. Isn't it only natural to see this case through? 3 days passed since then. The confrontation between the rival gangs died down, fortunately. The downtown district was enveloped in an atmosphere so tranquil it bordered on eerie. Then... oh.
Huh. It's way too quiet around here. We went through all that effort and those dumbasses still haven't torn each other apart. Don't you worry. Those guys are doused in gasoline at this point. One small spark and everything will be up in flames. Those boys won't even know what hit them.
All we gotta do is find another underling or two and beat the crap out of them. Blue or red, it doesn't matter. Soon as you see one, kick his ass.
And for your own sake, you better not get caught. Use the slingshot for a Saber Viper and just bash one of those Testament guys from behind. Got it. Let the hunt begin, boys.
Oh, we're becoming Bloodborne.
One tiny bunny and blue bunny down.
Ha! What a dumbass. Fell right into our trap.
We don't get time to waste. Rough 'em up, boys. Just be sure you don't kill 'em. This is just business. No hard feelings, okay? Think again. What the hell? Man, I'm honestly a little shocked. I really didn't think you'd fall into our trap so easily.
Who the hell is this guy?
To tell you the truth, I'd be fine with cuffing you and taking you down to the precinct already. But I'm not sure the force we will find just this one sting operation sufficient evidence to hold you, so I have to let you go this time.
Oh crap! Don't tell me this guy's with...
He's a cop?
Not to worry, boys. He's just a special helper.
Dude, are you serious? How the hell they'll fall for this?
Lloyd's predictions was impeccable. Are you all right, Lloyd?
Yeah, I'm fine. Putting that shock-absorbing pad under my hood was definitely a good call, though.
Damn it! They were on to us? Since when? Well then, gentlemen, that raises the question. What will be your next move? Surrender peacefully now, and I may be merciful towards your misdeeds. Or, if you prefer, we can do the hunting this time. That may prove entertaining.
Damn. Quick, split up! Hey, hold on!
2 of you, come with me.
What was he? Hey, hold on a second! Crap!
What should we do, Lloyd?
Who do I want on my team? Teal.
Come with me, Teal! Ellie, Randy! I leave the rest of the other group to you.
Roger. Understood.
Damn it! Can't believe those little brats from the police are involved. I'll need to contact headquarters to request backup.
Hold on. If the boss finds out we're screwed up, he'll...
Damn. Fine, we should at least... Where do you punk asses think you're going? What? When'd they get here? These boys aren't going anywhere.
Yes, we have them surrounded. It's in Lloyd's and Tio's hands now.
Damn, those morons. Don't get much of a choice now. We'll have to go from the back.
Ha! A valiant effort, but no dice.
Where did you come from?
Jump for it!
You've got nowhere else to run now.
Like moths to a flame.
Ugh.
Sorry to disappoint, but our fun little game of cops and robbers has come to an end. Surely you realize your best option is to surrender, no? Look at you cocky little brats. You think you're so damn smart?
Well, we're about to show you what happens when you're full-horse professionals to get serious. Better hope you live to regret it.
Seems like they want to fight after all. Well, I for one am happy to oblige. I continue to count on your support, right, Lloyd?
Funnily enough, I almost said the same thing. Let's do this!
Incoming!
Okay. We're not gonna get a good debilitation, so... Add defense. Yeah, okay, Lloyd. God, this is hard mode, so you know what? We're gonna put defense on, Wazzy first. Let's see. What do we want to do with Wazzy? What's his crafts? Phantom Rush. Oh, he has an S-craft, Deadly Heaven. Good to know. Alright, let's, charge it up then. Alright, no. Let's do this. Member of Ravash, use powerful ammo that overcomes defenses. Oh, yeah, we want the added defense then. Damn. Oh, he puts defense down! That sucks. Okay, yeah, okay, I got it. If I can have Lloyd knock... Okay. Alright, member of Ravash excels in close combat and wields a machete, huh? Alright, Lloyd. Let's go for crafts. He's not doing arts or crafts, so I don't... we only want him in, so... Let's do Stun Break then. Perfect. What? 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 What was that? Freaking Machete Man is an assassin. Holy fuck. I don't think I heard of this game before. Seems interesting. Loki, is this your first playthrough? Yep. It's called The Trails from Zero, Andy. It's part of this really big series. The best way to describe it is it's the Marvel universe of JRPGs. You have a bunch of games that they're all interconnected. They tell this big overarching story. And so, if you play them from beginning to end, from like the first one back that released, I think in like 2004, all the way to now, there's still games coming out for the series. You'll be able to essentially, like, basically watch like an MCU, essentially. That's the best way I can describe it. It's really, really, really extensive. It's big RPGs, lots of references to each other. You'll have stuff from, like, the very first game that'll be foreshadowing stuff that's only coming out in, like, the most recent games 20 years later. Like, it's really crazy. Okay, so Lloyd is dead. I don't know what to do in this case. So ADF is closed on you, so we can do this. Soul Blur, if I recall correctly, Soul Blur could stun, so I want to definitely take...
Holy fuck!
Oh, this is, Yeah, I don't know if I can win this. Oh. Yeah, that is a revive. Damn. Damn. I might have to restart this, guys. Might have to go back to the beginning of the cutscene and buy some more revive stuff, because yikes, this is hard. Also, we got the stun I wanted with Soul Blur, so that's cool. God, I can't believe we lost the speed down on that guy. And Wazi's not really getting hit, so I think we should... It's okay. I should have put it on Lloyd, because Lloyd seems to be way too squishy. God, I don't know what to do with this situation. We don't have Tio, so... We're basically down a member. Nice. Huh. I feel so bad for Tio. She's not getting any XP from this. Yeah, it's a round Phantom Rush. Oh, it lowers speed. We'll save that for this guy later. Yeah, because it looks like Lloyd's gonna get the crit, so... Actually, can Wazi get the crit? Yes, he can. Let's do this. Yeah, because you're gonna... Damn. Damn, he got a heal. I didn't think about that. Oh, the crit should mitigate that. Yeah, I don't have enough healing items. I think we're gonna lose this. Huh. Ouch. Woo! Nice. Damn, not enough. Ah, no! Alright, dead. Damn it. Alright, I think this is where Lloyd dies. The best thing I can do is hope for an S-Craft. Yeah, best thing I can do is hope for an S-Craft. Let's put your speed down. Maybe he'll go for Wazi. Huh. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, perfect. He'll be delayed, too. That's actually really good. Alright, Tiger Charge. If Lloyd has to die, may as well die fighting. Nice. Oh! Oh! Oh, nice! Did you just... Oh my god, Lloyd just got the stun of a lifetime. Holy... That is so lucky. Man, if only we had a revival for Tio. Man, I feel bad about that. Do we want to... No, we don't have to reapply it, so... Let's do Broad Axe. Man, Wazzy, you really do 0 damage. You're all about stats. Alright, we can't do anything but attack, so... Nice. Alright. And dead. And we're done. Poor Tio! Tio missed out on the AXP. I feel so bad. Tio, I was expecting us to get one shot by these guys. This is pretty hard.
You damn kids!
That guy's simply an assassin. I don't think I've ever played a real JRPG before. I wouldn't be surprised, John. I mean, there's plenty of games that I haven't played, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Phew. I knew they weren't gonna be pushovers, but that was tough.
That man was brandishing an Erebonian manufactured military-grade pistol. The latest model, I might add.
I'm sure that's just one of many kinds of weapons their group smuggles.
By the way, Lloyd, I must say you played your part as bait to perfection. The dramatic confrontation in Fall, it looked so real, it had me on the edge of my seat.
Well, your plan didn't give me much of a choice, did it? I was about to let anybody else put themselves in harm's way.
I do not find that reason enough to volunteer for such a dangerous role. You really are considerate to a fault.
Really?
That soft-hearted nature of yours is sure to cause problems in the future. Although, I don't necessarily find that part of you to be a turn-off.
Huh?
Anyway, I was able to exact my revenge. It's all thanks to your help. Your cooperation has been much appreciated.
You cocky little...
Where'd you get off acting like you won?
Now you've done it, you sons of bitches! From this day on, you bear enemy for Vosh! You damn rookies will rule the day! All the diet members are on payroll! Don't think you'll be able to get away scot-free!
Is that what you think?
What?
Looks like you haven't taken your lesson to heart yet. New plan. I'm gonna hang you dumbasses upside down like a bunch of punching bags, then beat the absolute piss out of you!
Please? Wait, Walt! That's going to be fun!
Not to worry, you can leave the rest to us. Walt, try not to get too carried away, okay? These guys are professionals after all. They could bite back even stronger next time if you mess with them too much.
Whatever.
How about this, boys? Why don't we keep this friendly little spat to ourselves? I doubt pros like yourselves would want your bosses to find out that you got your asses handed to you by a bunch of brats like us. Such a pathetic report wouldn't go over well, now would it?
Get bent, asshole! You'd be too large under if we were taking you seriously.
My, I'm no lawyer, but if you ask me, it's probably in your best interest to bow out now.
Grace!
What are you doing here? Tee! I've been keeping my eyes peeled for my favorite new rookies these past few days. And much to my expectations, what an absolute feast of information you've given me. Oh boy, I'm dying to write up a riveting tale in my next article about this unlikely operation.
Why you...
You're just some bitch from the local rag. You think you can take revenge on, huh? Well, circumstances are more complicated than I care for, so I won't reveal your names. However, if you bad boys are caught pulling another stunt like this, I can't make any promises.
Ah! Fine, whatever. We'll be going now. But if you don't keep your word, lady...
Yeah, standard issue threat, I got it. To be fair, though, you're the ones that should be worrying about keeping your promises. Wouldn't want to be in hot water, would we? Cross the line again, and a little birdie told me you might find the bracers on your tails.
What? The bracers?
Just a little FYI, Arios was strongly considering taking over this case. Naturally, being as in demand as he is, he was totally up to his neck in requests. He figured he'd leave it to you guys' hand in this time.
Is that true? He keeping tabs on us, eh?
This appears to be the case.
Oh, hell no! As if we'd ever be moronic enough to make an enemy of Arios McLean!
There's no point in staying in this dump any longer. We're out of here.
Oh boy, Arius McLean, the divine blade of wind. I've heard my fair share about his exploits, but I didn't think the name alone would be enough to send the Mafia packing.
Grr, to hell with this shit. Screw it, show's over, boys! Get your asses moving. We're leaving. Yeah!
I must say I couldn't have done it without your help. So I'm assuming this means mission accomplished for you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Though, I guess our original mission was only to stop that one fight between your gangs a few days ago. Anyway, you shouldn't have a reason to go to war with Wald anymore, right?
What are you going on about now?
What? Whether the Mafia's involved or not, it's not like our relations with the Saber Vipers are gonna change overnight. We're still gonna view each other as a blight on our territory. That won't change.
Sure, there probably won't be another large conflict between us for a while, but our regular scuffles are bound to continue, no doubt about it.
Hold on now.
Hey, if you don't want our future fights to get out of hand, you're more than welcome to stop by and intervene when the time comes. Perhaps you could even join in our amicable little disputes. I'd welcome you with loving arms. I don't get the impression that he's joking in the slightest. Well then, I wish you sweet dreams, everyone. Let us return, Abbas.
Our crusade has ended. Let us withdraw. Yes, sir!
What an incorrigible group of men.
Meh, leave them be. They're just a bunch of hard-headed dudes raring for a fight. Nothing you can really do about it.
For once, you might be right. More importantly, we successfully resolved our mission. Isn't that right, Lloyd?
Yeah, for sure. It just doesn't feel very satisfying for some reason.
We're still not good enough. We'd have to rely on someone else to finish the job yet again. How was that? Did I nail it?
Well...
What useless petty pride. There's nothing wrong with accepting a little help in times like these. How else are you gonna uncover the full truth? Only once you've understood this can you truly call yourself a detective. Just like your brother.
Huh?
Well, I think it's time for me to head on home now. I gotta go exfoliate. You'd be surprised how much I work to keep my skin this flawless. Anyway, nighty-night.
Man, your brother was pretty famous, huh, Lloyd?
Judging from what I've heard, it sounds like he was an extremely talented individual.
When he was on the job, there weren't a lot of people that could outrank him when it came to proactiveness and persistence. At any rate, our mission is accomplished. Let's return to the SSS building and give Chief Sergey a report.
Great, Grace is a baddie? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. I think she's just a little tease. Why would you ever think that I'm a baddie?
I think I get the picture. Well, this is about what I expected from you guys. If we get another case like this in, I'm sure you'll be able to handle it better. Yes, sir. He's pretty hard to please. Anyway, I'm sure you caught a glimpse of it during this case. The thorny, problematic side of Crossbell. Well, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a pain in the ass.
Crossbell's seedy underbelly, a complicated hotbed of corruption hidden just below the surface. It's true.
Let me remind you guys that the people over at CPD's headquarters are anything but incompetent.
You could fool me.
Sure, some idiots decide to trade away their dignity for bribes. But most of our detectives are pretty damn capable. They got morals and a sense of justice. However, they're often stopped by certain barriers.
Politicians and public officials who've sold their honor to the Mafia, for example. Ugh. So how about it, Lloyd? You ready to turn in your badge and become a bracer? No, sir. These barriers are the reason the Special Support Section was established, right? Oh? Protect civilians above all else. The Bracer's Code is admirable, but has its own limitations. Some problems can't be solved by that alone. Smuggling and illegal arms dealing. The sale of stolen goods and mirror laundering. The collusion between the Mafia and government officials. These are all problems that lie outside the Bracer's jurisdiction. He's got a point.
So even the power of the supporting gauntlet has its limitations.
However, as police officers, we have the power to right these wrongs. Countless barriers may stand in our way, but the possibility of getting over them isn't zero.
He's right. We as the SSS can create opportunities others can't for true change in Crossbell. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Yeah, but hopefully I'm not being too optimistic.
I do think that reality is not as simple as you make it out to be. However, I agree that the possibility is never zero.
Take a good look at this guy, would you? Dueling with the head of a delinquent group, volunteering as bait to lure out the Mafia. Here I had you pegged as the serious type, but it turns out you're as hot-blooded as they come. I'm not really sure if hot-blooded is the right term, Randy. Still, working with all of you on the last case helped me realize this. While it's true that we're still inexperienced, as long as we stick together, no matter how high they may be, there's a single barrier we can't overcome.
I don't know. I think Teal felt a pretty big barrier there when she got one shot.
Lloyd,
Well, how about that?
perhaps the cheesiest speech yet.
You don't have to laugh that hard, little chief. You think I have my head on the clouds, don't you? I think you're fine the way you are. While it's true that the SSS was created under some complicated circumstances, it's your guys' job to decide where we go from here. Use this as a vision however you see fit. Chief, I might not be able to give you much direct assistance with your missions, but if you end up pulling some crazy stunt and tick off HQ, I can at least toss you a bone and cover for you guys. We appreciate it, Chief.
I see you prefer a laissez-faire approach.
Sheesh, being understanding is one thing, but this is getting closer to carelessness, Chief.
Perhaps laziness is more apt.
Heh, just one of the perks of being a no-good adult. Will the SSS remain a pale limitation of that Bracer Guild, or will it become something new, something that creates new possibilities for this city? I, for one, am going to kick back with a cigarette and watch the fireworks.
When I hear SSS building, it reminds me of something not so good. Yeah, we got out of the prologue. Woo! Finally, prologue done. Yeah. Save. Welcome to the Force. Achievement unlocked. Nice. I'm gonna do it here because I feel like that other one I could totally have done. All right, guys. Yep. Okay, we're gonna stop here. It went a little longer, but I was having a lot of fun, and I just didn't want to stop. It's good to kind of unwind on a Sunday like this. So it's thanks to everybody who watched me. I'm really excited for us to get back to the normal scheduled program next week, so be ready for that tomorrow. And then, yeah, that's about it. So, well, bye, everybody. Thanks for sitting in. Thanks for sitting through my acting. Bye.